Bring us in.
Welcome, everyone. It is UNI2 time at Texas Showdown. I'm Kobe VT here with the amazing Kumo. How are you this fine
Man, it's
afternoon?
the guy with good rhymes and dope vines. You already know what it is. Cool Moko time. And I'm glad to be here with some Under Night Ember 2 action. I love this game. This game is sick as hell.
Absolutely.
And it is always a blast to watch because every now and then there's something crazy going on in Uni. We were just seeing Exart on the screen here earlier today. And now we're back here with another crazy anime game. So this is going to be wonderful to watch. I'm wondering if we're going to be seeing a lot of ogres pop up because that is a pretty new character. But, you know, we got the likes of High probably running around with the likes of SBOs in chat, of course. Wagner, I said High like he plays High. He plays Wagner. Let me get that correct right now, guys. SBOs plays Wagner.
Yeah.
I forget who plays High. I want to say it was Pesto, but they do swap characters a lot. I think he's currently on Carmine, though.
Yeah, Pesto's been rocking with the Carmine. You know, Carmine's been eating this patch.
Yeah.
So why not? But that's going to be a set for later. We've got Showdown and Scrubs versus you, I believe, is their full tag.
Okay.
So we're going to be seeing the Hyde come out, and then it looks like Linne as well.
Ooh. Linne, one of those speedster type characters, got the access to DP, pseudo parry, you could say. And it has a pretty good throw game because it's pretty quick, and not to mention the animation is really weird. It's a low, so you wouldn't be ready for it.
Yeah, and I mean, Linne players love to get away with these criminal throws. Especially like with DP into throw is something I'll see Linne players do a ton, and it's gross, and I hate it.
Got the likes of, 6-6B and stuff like that. She has a lot to work with, and she's so good at it. I think she's really strong for the most part, especially because we're seeing her more now than we were in UNI1.
Absolutely.
So it's a big change. And, I guess this is no button check there, just going all in. Well,
oh, no. Got a little flinchy there, Scrubs. Can't be doing that against Hyde in the corner.
Nah.
Oh, my.
Nice confirm from versus you, Scrubs here. Going to carry us all the way close to the corner here.
Gonna use the Hugo to get. Oh my gosh, whipped and it gets punished. The chain shift not gonna save your life.
Yep, and this should be a dead Linne right here. Optimized properly. Thank goodness Showdown got that kill right there.
Yeah, this is looking very scary for Scrubs. You don't want to see second round. Your opponent has 200 meter. They're playing Hyde.
Yep, Hyde can do so much with some meter. He's got the access to orb, piece of disc. He can also do pogo, and he has X projectile, as a matter of fact, as well. And he's got 2-2A and 2-2B. He's got a lot to work with.
What doesn't Hyde have?
When you find out, let me know, because I can't think of anything right now.
Neither can Ryota, just putting on a clinic. Oh, no.
Okay, you know what? It's a questionable change, but I'll tell you what. He's in this. He's still alive. Nothing to worry about just yet. You're going to have to hold a little bit of mix for a bit.
Wakes up with enough time. Going to use the change just to keep the veil off going. Potentially trying to find a hit into VO. Or IW, not VO. He's already in it.
Don't worry. Look, almost the same thing. Almost the same thing.
Oh, my God. That's
the Celestial. Good
night. Sweet Prince.
Yes. And Showdown taking the first game, first blood on the screen here. Is going to go up one on the board. So Scrubs has got to figure out, okay, High has got good buttons, but what do I need to do to get in? Do I got to play more rush down heavy? Do I got to just kind of go for rolling after dash? Or do I have to go for overhead setups and anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, Ryota has been going through for some of these cross-ups that have been absolutely fake, but have gotten real because Scrubs has caught pressing.
Right.
So a little bit of less rush down is actually most likely what's going to be there, and just get a sick anti-air and then run your game plan. But, I mean, Ryodan's not even giving Scrubs any chances to get an anti-air.
Not at all. You don't want to get Linne started at all. You don't want to get High started at all either, but the thing is, when you let Linne get started, it's kind of hard to stop her. She doesn't do the most damage, but she does enough to make you nervous at most part. But Hyde right here is going to get the kill over Scrubs. If they didn't drop that 5B right there, it's okay. They got meter on the board. They got health to work with and chain shift at any given moment. But the grid break has just happened, and we're going to go for a beautiful combo here.
Oh,
well,
no.
Spoke too soon. Commentator's curse.
Nah, there's never a commentator's curse.
Okay, cool.
Players just shouldn't drop their combos.
Honestly, learn your combo theory, kids.
Oh my God, not that tweet. Not that tweet.
Beautiful pickup on the invalid combo here, racking up the damage closer and closer to 4K. Just a little bit more, but wasn't enough to cash out just yet.
Gonna bust out, but can't get out of the corner. There it is. Finds a nice counter hit. Now, this is gonna be very ignorant right now. Use the.
I wonder what the setup's going to look like in a second.
Run up throw. Watch. Yep. Oh, no. Oh, I thought there was going to be a throw.
Yeah, I was expecting to get there, too. I think they should have went for it, but didn't want to risk it.
Uh-oh.
Want to see if they could bet at a DP maybe, but.
Ryodan's feeling confident with the CVO.
Cash out, and that's a dead Linne. Showdown taking it 2 games up over Scrubs here is going to send Scrubs to the loser side.
Yeah. I mean, it's always tough. Like, your first round at the major, like, you pull up, and then you get 2-0 on stream.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, this is Ryodon we're talking about. This is someone who's gotten top 8 at multiple TNSs.
Yes.
Just 34, the 34th UNI2 got 7th. At 33, the month prior, or week prior actually, got 5th place. Like, this is someone who's hanging out in the leagues of Defiant, Big Black, Silent. So many people that too many to name.
And we got a whole bunch of heavy hitters here tonight, like today as well. This entire weekend has been stacked with killers. Like in Tekken 8 side, we had Joe Crush versus Sonic Fox happening on screen. We had King Ray versus King of Friend Zone on screen as well. And then for the XR side of things, we had Cole, Old Six Superior, K-Dag, Ghost Bear. We have a lot of strong names here this year compared to last year too.
And in Granblue we have Ryazo too, Arc World Tour finalist.
Hell yeah, man. See, we got a lot of fighting game action going on, folks, and I think that's what people are here for the most, and that's what we're all here to enjoy. Good fighting game action.
And, you know, unfortunately, Big Black and Defiant usually come out for Texas Showdown, but understandably, you know, being the week right after you're playing at Arc World Tour, might not want to feel like traveling again for a major.
And speaking of Devil, Silent is on our screen right now. Almost couldn't recognize him. My man's been growing up. He's got the Lucky shirt, the Sade shirt. Shout outs to the girl, because that's a very cultured lady right there, I got to say. If you don't like a Sade song, you're not a real human being to me, personally. But that's besides the point. We got 2 wonderful players on our screen at the end of the day.
Yeah. Silent, most likely going to be following up with the phone on. And I want to say, so in the Aegis Team League, that Silent is a part of a team with Big Black and Defiant. Obviously, he's doing the best. Has Gordeau put as a secondary? How much I believe that is questionable.
I honestly believe Silent does have a Gordeau. I mean, I feel like it should go without saying you may have a pocket Gordeau. You may just have a pocket Gordeau. It ain't got to be strong. You just got him in the pocket. He's got good rebeats, got good normals, 5C for example, right? But we getting the phone-on pick instead. Silent's favorite character for the most part, and one of the best phone-ons around in our state of Texas.
One of the best phone-ons, period. It's like the only other phone-on I can think of to really challenge Silent in NA is Luful.
Yes. Oh my God, nice 3C catching Cap from so far away, and that's one of the many things in this matchup that you got to be aware for. Phonon has very good normals, and with the likes of being able to reverse beat in this game, it lets her have so much pressure, and Silent will make you hurt every time you get caught by it.
Absolutely. Like, Silence is going to be looking out for the force function here from Captain Mason. But, I mean, you got to give the opponent a chance, Silent. If you want to look out for force function.
What do I need to look out for? Him dying? Yeah, I'm going to look out for that. And we're still cashing all the way out, getting the veil off as well. It dropped. It's okay. He can still pick up because guess what? Cap is respecting all that right now, trying to get out of the corner and does so, but that was not the right call, my friend. You're going down.
Yeah. Then Captain. Oh, wait, no, this is Ugly Papa Fest.
This is. No, hold on. We're getting mixed up right now. Don't worry, Chad. I know who was on that screen. Oh, my God. Phone on. Hitting that whip every time, dog. It's like it's just bites after bite. It's like, oh my God, can I stop it? Nice assault button to go in, and Silent not giving a singular slouch, no chance to breathe for their enemy here.
We're gonna see just straight into IW here.
Yeah, maybe. Yep.
Doesn't need any CVO nonsense. Just keeping it simple.
5K no less, dog.
From Phonon.
Phonon. Like, God,
like,
dude.
If it was Hyde or Carmine, like,
I can understand that, but Phonon? Like, oh, my God. Phonon be doing damage. Don't ever let no one downplay this character to me. Don't let no one downplay this character. If I find out, I'm coming to your house personally.
I mean, Silent is not stopping at all. Oh, gets another hit.
And this might be just a bit of a matchup unfamiliarity for Mason here because they're not having any answers for what Silent's doing right now, and they got to find something to get out of this corner. Blocking it out still. Good break on a throw, though. I will give him that, but didn't break that one, and unfortunately, that's a perfect round for Silent here.
Yeah. Can't get them all.
Here's what it is. Gets the install in for a little bit. Snake Charm up and active. Ooh, this is going to hurt.
Oh, nice. Mashing out. You got to keep Silent honest with that pressure.
Yes. Finally, Mason trying to get something started here. Good block. Just block it out. Don't have to do anything crazy. Reverse beating from Silent with the 5A right there.
Nice little counter hit. This is going to send Captain Mason to a final touch scenario.
One more shot left there.
Oh, grid break gone.
And this should be it right here. Just cash out. Don't need to do anything else.
Just Smart Steer do the work.
It's there for a reason.
Yeah.
They give it to you in the trials. You don't have to. Just let it happen. You don't feel it. You don't have to feel any type of way about it.
You don't have to be a character that relies on you don't have Hyde likes to use smart steer for some setups. But I mean, it's gonna kill anyway. Why not just press the same button over and over again?
I mean, what's wrong with having an auto combo? At least it's not like ruining the whole game, right? You rarely even want to use auto combo. You just want it for the smart steer knockdown and potential super ender.
Yeah, and it's like when it kills, it kills. You guarantee yourself you're not gonna drop it because I mean, if smart steer is gonna drop, you should ship that to Kimone right there.
Yo, Kimone, can I get some more buffs, please? Just walking up into his office. So, Kimone, I heard that Chaos is kind of low tier. Can we like buff him up a little bit? Make that summon a little bit more useful. That's what they're thinking about.
You've got the 3 other Chaos players in this world agreeing with you right now.
It is crazy because I think Chaos is a really nice character. I don't get to fight him often. I fought him once recently, and I gotta say, I was like, damn, I actually did like this character.
Yeah.
This character's pretty dope.
They gave Kaguya so many cool things. I did not expect them and the patch to be like, yeah, we're going to increase the cancel timing for 5C. I'm like, and then go to Lid's videos like, yeah, she can naturally make a throw bait timing as a frame trap with 5C, 3C. And it's like, it's just disgusting that you have auto-timed throw bait with 5C, 3C. And it's like, if you get hit by that 3C, good night, sweethearts. And then the JB buff, like they took away the whiff JB setup that Kaguya likes, but instead gives her a faster overhead. Which trade off things.
It works out in the end. I mean, hey, abuse it at that point because it seems like it's kind of free for some players.
Yeah.
If it ain't free, well, at least you got a buff.
Yeah.
At least you got something.
And she does damage now. They fixed her IW bug, which. That was annoying of her doing less damage on IW than should have been possible.
Well, anytime they don't give the super the right amount of damage, I sometimes have to question, it's like, why would you do that? I think it's okay. Wait, I want to use the super.
Exactly. Make IW rewarding.
Please. It's worth it. Just like it is worth getting a Red Bull here, my friends. Ladies and gents, this is an event sponsored by Red Bull, of course. It gives you wings, just like these players are getting wings, trying to reach to that top 8 spot. Sweets.
Yeah. And, I'll be there for top 8 to see all of this action. So I'm excited. I get some of the storylines to bring up over there tomorrow. It is tomorrow.
It is tomorrow. Yeah, we're already on Saturday. This is our second day here, fam.
Time is an illusion. We're at these majors.
Dude, I was on my way here walking, and I'm like, okay, I got time to be here on time. I didn't realize by the time I got here, it was 10, and I'm like, what the time is not real right now. That daylight savings is something crazy, bro.
Yeah. And also, the food that they've had out in the lobby to buy, I wasn't able to get the mac and cheese bowl today, but they had like the steak and chicken bowls yesterday. Ooh. Those were amazing.
They were good?
They were really good.
I never want to pay for hotel food. I never do, but it's rare for me to hear someone say, oh, yeah, this hotel food is pretty good.
Yeah, I was like, I was going to eat it just because, I had 8 hours of volunteer work to do.
Yeah.
I was like, I need something to keep me going those 8 hours. And that did it.
That definitely did the trick.
Spot.
Look, Leo came through, gave me a bowl of grilled chicken nuggets from Chick-fil-A. I say, yo, these are good. I'm eating these all day. Yeah. I went through that bowl so quick, man. I needed that. Needed the energy. Just like all fighting game players, the energy. I don't care what you say. Get your water, get your Red Bulls, get your food in, figure it out. Even if you gotta go to a Randall's.
True. So, C-Fresh, one of the aegis TOs, says this all the time: is fighting game players do not eat at majors. They don't eat enough. They don't drink enough. You need to be eating and drinking, especially if you have hopes of getting past your pools route.
Right.
You need that energy to stay up at your best. You need to stay lucid.
And if you can't stay lucid, well, you can't win those matches with ease.
If you start autopiloting, you're going to get taken advantage of real fast, especially if you're facing someone like Showdown or Silent or
Chino even. Garotan, Kirby. We got a bunch of different names.
Papa Pesto. You blink for a second and Papa Pesto will vanish your life total.
And Pesto just came from playing XR too. I think he just solidified his spot in top 8. And if not top 8, I gotta ask, I cannot remember off the top of my head, but he was just on stage twice, and he performed admirably well.
Oh, Merkava?
Merkava versus Carmine here. This is going to be interesting. Got Chino on the screen. Chino, resident, usually over at TM and Neo. Revive, of course, first place winner usually. And I want to say they graduated at 1.2, but.
Yes, I have graduated.
Okay, well, good. I think we're doing a button check right here.
Just button checking.
All right. Locking in place. And it's nice to see Chino finally making out. I'm actually happy to see him here because he's a wonderful Merkava. He knows how to set up with worms and always has to make you guess for your life right there. And he doesn't really take too many risks, and he plays patiently when it's like not his time to go in. But let's see if Ugly Matt can stop Chino's offense here and setups with Carmine.
It's open up to start with. This is all going to be a matchup about who gets Oki first. Like you said, setting up the family with the worms. That's really, really strong for Merkava. But also, if you give Carmine even a half a second to put you in the crystal, good night.
Yeah, goodbye. And so far, the grid break already starting us off. Whiffing the throw, unfortunately. Chino scrambling for a roll right there.
Trading counter hits back and forth. No one's getting a combo from them. That's huge on both sides.
Definitely huge. All right, Ugly Matt in the corner right now with Carmine. Trying to bait him out. Goes low with the 2B, 2C kind of.
Wake up back throw. Are you just a Strife player, Ugly Matt?
It be like that sometimes. And it be like that with this combo here. Unfortunate drop right there. We still got the advantage, and that's what matters the most. But DP was not enough.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Few solid buttons left, but it's not enough.
Right now, Ugly Matt getting it all started. There's already a 100-meter to start, so Crystal is going to be very quickly coming out here. Unless, a different knockdown is wanted. EX Wheel is also going to be very, very solid as an OP option.
Right. And Chino's on the defense here, eating life damage more and more. The health deficit is crazy, staying alive and just trying his best. Good escape.
Yeah. Got the run under Ugly Matt. And this is especially huge. I mean, Ugly Matt should have canceled IW on that corner combo. It would have killed. But I mean, almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
And right now, Chino's going to try and make sure this hurts as much as possible. Yep, cash out with the wacky wave inflatable arms.
Man, I'm sad that they took away the mashing from all of Merkava's moves.
Oh my god. That was so fun to do with Merkava back then.
It's like, sure, it makes him a lot more consistent now and a lot less
there's a bit
arthritis, but
there's a bit of adrenaline I get when I mash my buttons. That's my stick for a reason.
You're offline here, and you get to just have loud buttons and just slam them. Really enforce your opponent taking that damage.
Just like we're enforcing the worms here after this knockdown with 4B. The whole family's here trying to make you guess for your life. Ugly Matt's on almost round point here.
Yeah,
Chino. Good confirms. Gonna make sure this hurts as much as possible. These another knockdown just to try and make a kill.
Yeah. Ugly Matt has so much grit, but it does not matter. Chino gonna be taking game number 1.
You just have to take a big old sigh. Really, he's like, ooh, okay, I almost messed that up there. But look at Ugly Matt. They're not phased in the slightest. They're just like, man, this ain't nothing to me. This is another day in the books.
Oh, nice tag. Oh my, throw bait.
Exactly.
No one expects the run-up throw bait from Merkava.
The Merkava of all characters, the one who could just pretend he's a zoner if he wanted to. Although, shake the baby.
Against Carmine, I don't know if you want to try and pretend to be a zoner for very long.
Yeah. You give Carmine an inch, he'll take the whole mile, and he'll make sure you die for it, too. But Chino's also making sure Ugly Matt dies right here, because unfortunately for Ugly Matt, they got to go down a round already. Chino, solid.
Yeah, I mean, this is really just reinforcing what I said at the start. Like, this is all a match about who gets Oki first. Chino getting the Oki, making really good decisions off of it, just catching Ugly Matt at every opportunity, like this grid break from a throw. Oh, my, what you shielded.
I am shielding a 2A, maybe a 2B. I'm also shielding this right here. I shielded that.
Yeah. Saw the green shield, too.
And we saw Metal Gear Rising as well. I love that game. So far, so good. Don't worry about it. Staying in this as much as possible. Whipping both throws.
The handshake coming on out, and Chino ready for advantage.
Locking them down as much as possible. The worms are still active, and you got all 3 Piranha plants ready. 3Ds out, but it's not enough because you still got a whole Merkava. Chino with a long life lead right here. Ugly Matt's got a lot to come back from. He can just keep them in this corner.
Oh my, the run up 5-8, yo.
That's what you have to do, and I believe they are not dead.
Not yet. Oh, okay. That was something way too greedy, Chino.
Way too greedy. I mean, I understand you thinking like a couple of hits wouldn't do too much scaling, but that just wasn't enough. Either way, Chino takes 2 games up over Ugly Matt and moving us further into the bracket here today, folks.
Yeah. Usually, Uni has that reputation as one of those games that like slows it down, but we are full steam ahead.
Yep. And representing the VTuber Nation
Was
right
that
there.
Nimi?
That was Nimi. That
My
was
girl.
Nimi. I love Nimi.
I love Nimi. Shout outs to her.
Shout outs to Nimi. Shout outs to all VTubers, honestly.
True.
Y'all, even the male, definitely the male VTubers, bro.
True.
Definitely. Y'all deserve way more than y'all think you do.
No bias from that true right here, no.
Bro,
None
like,
whatsoever.
It's crazy to me that they get the treatment that they do, but we could talk about that for another day. We're here with Texas Showdown, and that's the most important part. Drink a Red Bull, everybody.
Yeah. And, even if you don't have a Red Bull, drink some water. Keep yourself hydrated. Make sure you have some popcorn or something, too, because this Uni's only going to get better as time goes on.
Imagine if we had a popcorn baron out here in Texas. Oh.
Popcorn baron, please. Please come down to Texas. I
will shill all day if you bring a popcorn baron out here. I promise you. Just give me a bag. Get me on the stage or something. I'll rep. I promise, because that popcorn is so good. It's only you can find it in Chicago only. Yeah. It's nowhere else.
I mean, sometimes popcorn baron will move a little bit outside the Chicago area.
Sometimes.
But, yeah.
And it's only when they feel like I don't know where you can go find how to get more, but when y'all do, let me know. Either way, shout outs to Popcorn Baron because, man, that sounds good. Also, shout outs to the likes of Split Frame, Arcade Shock, SNK, Jazzy Circuit, and Post Oak Ice House. Y'all are also wonderful as well for helping us with this event and giving us games and sticks and more. Big Bad Toy Store, the Mortal Kombat 1 Pro Tour competition, and San Japan is also here. I'm attending that later this year, too.
When is it?
It's going to be in August.
August?
Yes.
Oh, that might be rough.
Yeah, I had to get my tickets early. The tickets that I got were as cheap as I can be, even with some insurance. I paid like at what, maybe $80?
Yeah, because just the big thing is it's a 7-hour drive for me to get down to San Antonio.
Yeah, but hey, it's gonna be worth the drive for me. I live in the state, so I'm very happy to just drive like 3 hours out there. Just let me get my rooming situations checked in, and we're straight. And these players are soon to be straight as soon as he get these buttons checked up here, get the assignment check. How are we feeling about this upcoming match? Man, what do you want to see, Kofi? What do you want to see right now?
I always want to see Kaguya.
Kaguya, okay.
But Lid's not here, Tubbs isn't here, and then obviously I'm up here, not out there, so I will never let that live down, that someone thought of me as a notable Kaguya when all I do is just talk about her on commentary.
You're knowledgeable about the character. Don't worry about it. That's enough right now.
Yeah. All right, that one dude and Garotan. Let's get it.
And Garotan, of course, well, first off, that one dude, 5th at Aegis X and Market, 2nd at the Triple B Online November 11th, and 4th at WASD here. He's going to be showing us why they got those places for a reason, with the likes of a 6B trying to get something started there. Garotan getting opened up, unfortunately. Missing the combo right there was kind of vital.
Yeah, finds a hit. We've got 2 photons on stream.
2 photons? Who said you could have 2 photons?
Yeah. Jeez, Bill, your mom lets you have 2 photons in your bracket?
She lets me have a 6B as well, because that one dude is about to make sure this hurts with Turbulence. God, that super is so cool.
Well, just to walk up menacingly.
I mean, look at the life lead. Look what they have to do. They even have CS at the rip at any given moment. All they have to do is just open them up like that with 3C.
Yeah, nice. Got some good buffs in this previous patch, too. It's like, they more incentivized to press it as a Gordo player, despite them, even though that button used to be very scary to press.
Right.
Press launch it anyway.
Ooh, charged up the heck out of that 5C increase. That's an overhead, too, if you get caught by it. No less increased. Yeah. Oh. Nice. Changed up to use the Grim Reaper just to punish Garotan right there. Just playing it slow at the moment. Uh-oh. Garotan on offense right here. And I got to say,
oh my,
that's a 2C. Yeah. Welcome to Gordo, everybody. If you've been assaulted by Gordo, you are liable for insurance.
If you or a loved one has been.
Dial this number, 214-336-8795. All right.
Sorry, random person that's just about to start getting a lot of phone calls. Oh my gosh, we're starting violently.
already. And you got to start violently with Gordo. Want to know why? Because Phonon has range, and that one dude understands that. Want to know why? Because why would I let Phonon get full screen? When I'm Gordo, I want to control this base more than you do. And I got a far-reaching button. The force function right there that got punished is one of those mini buttons that can help Gordo in this matchup here. Just like Grim Reaper off of the chain shift. Nicely done. And this should be it right here if they optimize it properly, because this is the optimization station.
Can you get long enough for CVO to clear it? Yes, you can. Doesn't even. Oh, got a reset.
Wow. That's disrespectful.
True.
You just do that for somebody? Just walk up and just command grab them? Just assimilate?
Yeah.
Really? She's just a high schooler.
Oh, the trade with the blowback. You know.
I like that one dude is just staying patient here, not going in too hard, letting Garoton come to them and kill themselves for it, because right now they're making sure this combo hurts, doesn't need to cash out, but chooses to instead, wants that damage and that life lead so you can make the wrong decision. And we're grid broken right now, so this hurts even more.
Yeah. And definitely that one dude wants to instill more anxiety into Garoton, make it more likely that a flail is going to occur to get killed. Oh my gosh, get out of the air.
I like that they use that chain shit right there, reading that jump. Nicely done, picks up, no meter to cash out just yet.
Are you going to go for the reset again?
What? Huh?
That one dude just had Garoton's number at every single moment. Just so confident. He's like, yeah, my opponent has 200 meter. They could send something crazy if they wanted to. Nah, I'm not gonna respect it until you make me respect it. Garoton,
my guy,
just let the reversal fly sometimes.
My guy ran up and did Grim Reaper in front of his face. I'm like, bro. Hands in the air. Hey, that's absolute cinema if you ask me. I ain't never seen nothing like that a day in my life. Y'all are crazy. See, this is what I'm talking about. Y'all do some crazy stuff out here, bro. Like, who would have thought to do that? Who would have thought to do that?
Only Texas Uni, I'll tell you that.
Texas Uni is such a wonderful place, and we still got wonderful matches to be going all over the board here. I'm not too sure who we have coming up next here, but we're going to be getting those players up in just a moment. How are we feeling today, Kofi?
Yo, I had a little bit of a long start to the morning.
Of course.
Being a TO for some Tekken pools. But, I mean.
Did they show up to their pools?
Most of them did.
Okay.
I had 9 DQ'd sets in my second set of Tekken pool.
That is that nerve, man. I mean, it is what it is. It's kind of hard to get here all the time, especially if you choose to live a little bit further or choose to room a little bit further away from the venue, right? So having to get there through no less Houston traffic, fighting for your life out here.
Yeah, but now we've got Showdown coming back.
So SBO's here, our resident Texan Wagner player here, always has been on Wagner, and they've been playing Sin Kisuke and Exard as well lately. It was also an Eno player too. So it's nice to see that they're back to their roots, just playing this game, because this is their main game right here. And I like watching Wagner on the screen because, well, when it's SBO's.
Oh, no way. Ryodan, no, stop it. Bad.
Yeah, ooh.
So someone get the spray bottle for me so I can spray Ryodan. Stop this.
Someone get the water bottle out.
It's just button check.
Okay. Don't scare me like that ever again, y'all. I only know one Wagner player. I don't need to know another one.
One is enough?
One is enough for me, and I want it to be just them only. And SPOs is definitely a very strong Wagner. Every time I watch them play Wagner, I'm always impressed with how they manage to just make kills happen, how they manage to optimize, and just do pressure. He's made so many comebacks in very dire moments, has brought reset brackets, gotten 3-0 victories, reversed. Like, he's done a lot. This guy's done a lot.
Okay, Ryan is going back to the hide. Good. Thank you.
Definitely. So this is going to be a battle of titans here for us. SBO's third at QDB and 7th at Unseen Evasion, but Ryodan is also the 7th place victor at TNS and was 33rd beforehand. So starting off with this match right now is good patient defense, but SBO's is already grid broken. It's not looking good.
Yeah. This high pressure coming up very, very strong.
Yes. Nicely done so far, so good.
Opted not to spend the setup, just going to keep that threat of so much grid and so much meter.
Ooh, and you seeing him use that 5C increase a lot. And not to mention, it's also doing chip damage to Wagner, like normally, because that's what High's normals are able to do. But Wagner with install can also do the same thing, which is about to be seen here after this beautiful combo here done by SBOs with the knockdown, no less.
Oh, but wake up, back throw.
Hey, back throw incidents exist for a reason.
If you're not going to meaty me, I'm going to wake up, back throw you.
Exactly. And we're getting the same situation again with the grid break. There's the NC.
Oh my, just keep on throwing rock, and you know, Garrotron chose scissors.
Keeping them spaced out with that 5B or 6B as well, but here we go, a big punish, and this is not looking pretty for Ryodon already. However, they're not dead, and that's what matters the most right now. What a 5B.
Absolutely.
One of Wagner's quickest buttons, reaches pretty far. Not to mention, it's also one of her combo starters too, so it's like you can do a whole lot, but the Gyre Vortex coming through.
Yeah, Ryodon does love doing chain shift into IW. It is almost a signature at this point.
Hey, sometimes you gotta have a signature wake-up option, and if it never goes wrong, keep doing it.
Exactly.
And smacking the buttons right now. Don't worry, it's not from the stage.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Nice, Garrotron getting it with a round on the board. That's what you need.
So far, so good. And, you know, you notice that Ryodon isn't also using that Assault JC as much as they were before, because they were doing it earlier in the game, or the first round, but now they're not doing it anymore when they have the offense active. Wonder what the change of difference was there.
Oh, just more run and throw.
Yep,
Striker
do it again.
Throw.
Yo, high, low, left, right, strike, throw, bro. Which one's it going to be? Come on, that's the third one.
Yeah, and this one hurts more too because there's a combo on the other side of it.
But there's going to be a little bit of scaling on it. However, it's good positioning for them and good advantage. It does not matter, though. Wagner will fight her way out. She is the queen of rush down and offense pressure, especially when she has meter on the board here. Oh! The 6-6C? Really? I'm impressed. All right.
Rihanna is noticing something. Is actually laughing. Probably misinput, potentially.
He probably wasn't even ready for that to happen either, right? I mean, who would be?
True.
All right, running it back into it. SBO's already starting us off with a reverse beat right there. Don't worry about the names, folks. It's still Ryodon versus SBO's. We're getting those names swapped in just a few moments there. Nicely done. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Oh,
what a JA.
Just pop out of the corner, why don't you? Oh,
yep.
No, your VO got baited.
And this is going to hurt because it is hide. Nice. 660 to pick up. Ends it with the Rekka EX.
Yep. Chain shift is online for Ryodon here. So can definitely get up to 100 meter with using it. But the question is, does Ryodon want to? No, just, you know, you're very poised to reset the cycle.
I think, that was a better choice because he's going to get that cycle, going to get a bunch of meter back like so because he let it up. And now he's got 200 stacks to work with. And I'm going to see a cash out soon, maybe. Hold up.
Greedy. Yeah.
And that time it was worth it.
Yeah, I think Ryodon was trying to gauge whether or not it could get away with no meter investment. It's like, all right, I need to spend 100 here.
It's one of those situations where it's like, yeah, I could use the meter, but I also want to keep the knockdown and then get that same meter. That's why the grid war exists. That's why you should always pay attention to your cycle.
Absolutely. And, you know, neither of these two characters really lead grid like, you know, Hilda or Kaguya do, or even Yuzu. But I've just got to be that much more aware. Oh, my. Wow. What a punish.
This is going to hurt pretty bad for SBOs right here. No, Ryodon, mix it up. Well, either way, both of these characters are really strong and do high damage. I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, clip the back dash.
Caught you lacking. You slacking on the Mackin.
Yeah, thankfully, you're going to be alive for one more, but even throw will do it.
Yep, and that is now one game up for Ryodon there. Going 1-1, tying up this set. Now SBOs has to think. He swapped it up just enough times. Do I need to start looking out for the throws? Do I need to play a little bit more aggressively? How do I work? How do I operate around this?
Absolutely. Oh.
Nice blocks from SBO so far. There's one throw. Do we see another one? Yep.
Another throw.
You ain't going to do it a third time.
No, not the third time. Oh! Got the anti-air, but was not ready for it.
6B for a 6B. Blow for blow.
Unfortunately, this trade counter hit is in Ryodon's favor. Such a good combo, too. You're going all the way to the corner.
Almost 4K off of that, no less. But a nice 5B in response to escape the corner, and now it's SBO's time to shine. All right.
Yep. Spin, get to the corner. We've seen this route time and time before.
And you're not going to median him either, so that means you're just giving him a little bit more room to work with. And I don't like when you get people to work with room, anything of the sort. Assault JC earlier went for a throw attempt, but the change to trying to save themselves. However, quicker than SBO's there was a 2A from Hyde.
Yeah. Ryodon able to take that round. Plenty of meter. These characters are full of it.
Yep.
Oh,
that's
EX Tatsu?
Interesting choice. I'm not going to lie. I mean, hey, you didn't need too much damage.
Yeah. I mean, I would have been stun locked there.
Well, I'll tell you who isn't stun locked. Espio has got both buffs active, both the shield buff and the sword buff. So now these Nords are going to be doing a bunch of more chip. There's the punish on the VO, and get those cameras back to where they belong. Because right now we need to see if this man is going to die or not. And don't worry, they did not die. But they're still in this.
Yeah. All that VO timer got bled. Goodbye meter. Very scary for Showdown. There is grid. Got the Vorpal Style, so you have change shift DP if you need it.
Yeah.
But that's all you have, and that's not going to be enough for this round.
Ooh. Nice smart steer ender off. And now we're tying it up 1-1 in rounds and in the set count.
Yeah. Final game, final round.
There's that Assault J2C again you saw earlier. Riodon didn't want to go for it again. Maybe thinking Espio was going to DP because Ragnar does have access to it. We haven't even seen it all game.
Yeah. I mean, Espinosa hasn't had to really bust out on defense like that.
No, not at all. But, oh, if only they held it a little bit more longer or maybe had a buff. It was a good call from Espios, but probably didn't believe in it too hard. Now they're going to go all in. Pressure being applied once again. Able to escape the corner was Riodon backing themselves into the corner, but scramble right now. Take your time. Play it patiently. Someone's got Celestial, and it ain't Espios.
Absolutely not. And that's going to be devastating on the damage count, already at 4,000. Yeah, no meter investment, 4,000.
Oh, my goodness. And the cycle is still in highest favor, no less, too. But guess what? Wagner is alive, dealing damage, getting install.
Yep. Oh.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Blocked.
Whoa! Oh! Not enough. Not enough.
Oh.
That's it. Yo!
Riodon with the pop-up. You know, these players play each other a lot with that.
My God. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. I was hoping Wagner would win that exchange.
I was too.
I was hoping she'd win it, and then she died.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, GG no re, I guess.
Yeah. See ya in top 8, I guess. Potentially.
Potentially top 8. Well, either way, Espios definitely is going to take that loss and is going to learn from that, while Riodon is moving further into our bracket today here, and it's still looking like a stack bracket. We still have Salte, we still got Kirby, we still have Chino, that one dude, and Papa Pesto, who hasn't shown up on stage just yet. However, I'm looking forward to all of these matches that we got coming up. It's going to be some good UNI2.
We're probably getting slow rolled on the Papa Pesto. It's like, what we know, Papa Pesto, first seed for a reason.
Yeah.
Most likely going to pop up on the winner's side of that qualifier in the top 8.
So, ladies and gentlemen, get yourselves a refreshment or something, because we are locking in. Don't worry, we're not going anywhere just yet. We're still here for a good hour or so, hour and a half maybe. And shout outs to production as well, doing a wonderful job. That's how we're keeping all these things afloat right here as well, right?
Production, TO, stream runner, all of it.
You're a TO. Shout outs to my TO. Like, this could not all be possible without the help of them, and of course them and the community alums together. We just want to make sure everything's being run smoothly, so, you know, just be punctual, just be on time, and just make sure you're assisting as much as possible. Because we say support your locals, we mean that, but also support your venues as well.
True. And the best way you can support your venues and locals is just showing up and being present. Like, if something's going to come up, like, hey, I'm going to be a few minutes late, communicate that.
Yes, communication.
No one's going to get mad at you for serious unless, like, it's a habit of you being 5-10 minutes late every single time.
And
it's
we
like,
got
hey,
some notorious people.
Yeah, it's like, hey, traffic is bad today, or like, crash happened on 75, which is absolutely normal if you're up in Dallas.
Definitely normal out here in Texas.
Or like down here in Houston.
Yeah.
Like the first time I ever came down to Texas show, I saw a car on fire on the side of 610.
You know what sucks? That's low-key kind of normal out here for us. Like, I saw on the 59 going towards the downtown area, there was a car on fire next to a Starbucks. The fire was so bad that one of the umbrellas caught on fire. Jeez. And what's even funnier was that people were just still walking inside like nothing happened. I'm telling you, it's a normal day for Houstonians, bro. It's a normal day. They look at stuff and they just don't care.
I mean, yeah, it's like, well, it's on fire again. Oh, well.
Well, either way, we have a beautiful match, strong contending match coming up here. It's going to be Chino versus Papa Pesto here. You're going to be seeing Carmine versus Merkava. Or potentially maybe not Carmine. I mean, Pesto does have a few characters up their sleeve.
Yeah. I mean, it's most likely going to be.
Most likely will be Carmine.
Carmine, yeah. See, yeah, that one dude's facing off Kirby right now. And then, yeah, this is going to be the fight for the right to be in winners.
Ooh.
Well, you have to fight for the set that gets the right to be in top 8 winners side.
My right to top 8 is Mines, okay?
Exactly.
I won that match fair and square. What do you mean you got hit? You shouldn't have gotten hit.
Exactly.
Quick little button check right here. And something to note is that this matchup, Chino just fought one Carmine, but now you're fighting Pesto's Carmine.
Yeah. You're fighting one of the Carmines.
Best.
Well, one of the best.
One of the best.
We need a definitive set between Defiance and Papa Pesto sometime.
Pesto is like gonna be like, oh my god, dude, why do I gotta play this set? I just wanna have a
Big
good day.
Black. Like,
oh yeah.
All three of them. We need to engineer some sort of big tournament.
We need a crew battle for UNI2.
True.
That's what we need. We need a crew battle live and in action. And there was a crew battle at Quick Draw Brawl this recently for Guilty Gear, if I'm not mistaken. Well, either way, we're on UNI2, not Guilty Gear. So let's get back into this match right now. Pesto already on the offense here, keeping Chino on their toes to defense right now.
Oh, I'm surprised that whiffed. Holy cow.
It is what it is. I mean, hitboxes galore, hurtboxes galore.
All this wonderful shielding. Gets a nice chain shift.
And notice how Pesto is using those normals at certain ranges where Chino cannot contest. So he just had to block it out. Good throw tech, by the way.
Gets a counter hit. That is amazing for Chino. There's meter here, too. Route into the family if you want it.
Unfortunate whiffing the DP for the final ender right there. Pesto trying to figure out how to sneakily get their way in versus Merkava here. Trying to get away from those worms, but got to block it out a little bit longer.
Oh, nice. Gonna get snipe Chino out of the air.
It was a good call from Pesto as well.
Yeah. Because, I mean, most of the time when Merkavas have the worms that are bouncing around, they get very overconfident. Like, you're not going to press anything. And Papa's like, wait a second.
Yeah, I'm not falling for that. Yeah, you stop flying in that sky, you weird alien creature.
Oh, my, the shimmy.
Yes, sir. Shimmy Neutron. In the history books there, ladies and gentlemen. Papa Pesto doing a wonderful job in the first round here. Second clause, let's divide, not subtract. Subtracting hell bars, yes. Oh, this is going to hurt. Going to push us all the way over to the corner right here. Got the crystal up. Got the death wheel right behind them.
Hold the walk up.
Doing good so far. Chino doing a wonderful job blocking it all out. There is no risk for blocking here. You just got to hold pressure for a while. But the throw, opening them up.
Uh-oh.
Loving that 2A pressure right there from Pesto. Finally getting Chino lagging at one point or another. And good cash out here potentially. He's got 200 meter to work with. Oh. Wait.
Counter hit, but no combo. However, yeah. Yeah, guard thrust does not save you that time.
Yeah, look at Pesto just like rubbing his beard like, ooh, okay, I see. I understand now.
I figured you out completely. It's time for a double perfect, right?
Love Pesto, man. That's the GOAT right there. It's my boys.
Oh, gets another hit.
Nice 5A right there. Just reverse beating. Not even reverse beating, just mashing it over and over. Because, again, you don't want Merkava to get started at all.
Absolutely not.
What an assault right there. And it's still being hurt. Can I get the blood crystal? No, as a matter of fact, it's going to go for the throw. Keep the wheel active. Oh, yeah, I got hit.
Yeah.
It catches everybody at one point or another, you know?
Rockstar Crystal. Aww. I just want to see it for the one time.
I mean, he's got 200 meter. He could probably do it to get away with it.
Yeah.
I don't see why not. Have a little fun.
You have plenty of rounds to lose.
Exactly. All right, gets the hard knockdown with the smart steer ender. Chino right now, unsure of what to do here. Not sure how to fight back, but they got 100 bar meter to work with. Are we going to be seeing it come out real soon? No. But Pesto is playing an excellent job catching him lacking once again, and this should be it. Definitely.
Quick 2-0 for Papa Pesto. Moving on to the top 8 qualifier. Very poised to make it in the winner's side.
Yeah, it was to be expected, honestly, but I got to say, Chino did a wonderful job on defense, right? You're fighting Carmine for your first time, not to mention you're fighting Papa Pesto potentially for your first time, right? I'm not sure if they played often in the past or not. But it was still good enough from Chino there to just be on defensive, understanding what was a good time to go for. And, hey, you can now ask for advice from the man himself to know what to do next time.
Exactly. That set's now going to be out there for you to see, VOD review. You get a bunch of different opinions. You can obviously ask Papa Pesto. You can go ask Defiant, Big Black, Lid. There's just so many people in the Uni community who would definitely help you have the knowledge of, like, either are Carmine players or have just fought all these Carmine players enough. Like, oh, yeah. You can do this at this point, actually.
Yeah, you can actually 2A right there. And you can also do DP here, but here's the thing. If you do DP right there, you're probably going to die for it. You know what I'm saying?
Or, like, you want to shield here, but not here. It's like,
yeah.
Obviously, you got away with shielding a little bit. You know, when it's on the further spaces, get yourself chain shift. You know, you don't have to deal with any situations based on shield. But, you know, sometimes, mixing up those shield timings can give Carmine a run for his money.
Yep. And speaking of running for their money, we got our good friend at Nothorex up here coming up to the stage. Unknown, but they are not unknown out here in the state of Texas. Was 9th place at full tension number 2 here, which is one of the locals held by our shout-outs to our wonderful TL 2K, a.k.a. Mixie Elliott, a.k.a. Bikins Heavies. I swear he went from Milia to Bikin and was like, I got to make this my name. I got to make this my name. And you know what? We were saying it all throughout the crowd, watching him play on that stage. It was worth it. It was so worth it. The Bikin mind control is real. No biking, no buy? Always biking. But for Nothrex's opponent here, I'm not too sure what their name is. Not sure if I've seen this before.
Don't be debating me. Can't get my hopes up like this.
Hey, he's getting both of our hopes up. I'm trying to see what his name is.
Yeah.
Getting those buttons checked up. Hopefully we get 100 on the assignment. And the assignment is to win right now, okay? If you get one round, I'm taking off like 20 points. I'm your teacher now. And it's Kaguya versus Akatsuki, no less.
Okay.
And I think the only other Akatsuki player I could think of that is currently here in Texas Showdown right now is Twang.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken.
I'm pretty sure Twang's in the later bracket.
He is in the later bracket. I was expecting to see him come on stage, but I was like, dang, dude, I wish I could have seen you first.
Oh, there's a Devil May Clown in Northrex.
Devil May Clown.
It looks like.
You know what? Shout outs to that name because I love Devil May Cry. I'm a big DMC fan over here. That's my game right there. And I'm ready for that anime to come out. I can't wait to watch it. I heard the music video for it was super duper good. I'm excited for that DMC anime, bro. But here we are with Devil May Cry, DMC, Devil May Clown instead, actually going up against Nothorex here. And Gobi, you're a little bit more familiar with Kaguya usually, yeah? So what are we looking for here in this matchup?
So obviously we're going to be looking for 236B, 236A, mix up those timings to get some nice cheap hits out. Akatsuki has that, awkward dash, which is really, really hurtful when you're playing Kaguya because every time she hits you, she's going to be looking to go into grenade setups. As well as, that, like I mentioned to use off stream, but that 5C buff that lets her make a huge throw bait with 3C because that timing gets just so huge. I mean, look at this. Nothorex just forcing it, just force the DP out.
And there's a DP from DMC right there. He's going to try and follow up after the EX projectile, but a quick 2A from Nothorex to stop the approach, and that is game round 1 to Nothorex.
And, they also gave Kaguya a 5-framer.
Ooh.
She's no longer the restricted to slow mash with just EXDP. She now has an actually good mash button.
Anybody with a 5-frame button like that, yeah, have fun. I don't like that. 4-frame, 5-frame, either way, it's quick and it's getting her out. But I'll tell you what's not getting out. Devil May Cry in this unfortunate situation to be eating damage right here.
Nice, respecting.
Ooh, you fell for the final hit?
Yeah.
I get it, though. It would have caught anybody. Look, everybody gets one, Peter.
Yeah.
Like this pressure. Yep.
This is Akatsuki's bread and butter as long as Devil May Cry keep it. But the back throw, that gets a combo.
This is a back throw incident indeed. Nothorex is going to take full-on advantage here, setting up the bombs. I'm liking this offense from Kaguya as well. It's such good character offense as well. Understanding that Nothorex knows that Akatsuki has to make either a DP choice or call out something like that. Unfortunately, DMC didn't have enough to show for it.
Oh my gosh, got the throw, this pressure.
Yep, Chesto changed shifts because they knew it were going to be unsafe if they let the whole string rock. Gets the grab. And that's
a little chance there for Nothorex, but that throw, it'll always catch you.
Yep, doesn't matter who you are. You get caught by it once. Good whiff punish. And we're going to be going all the way over to the corner right here. Close enough with the bombs catching us mid-screen territory. Like
trying
to break.
That dash to mix some things up. Oh my! Truly, only in dreams is one. Walk diaphanous. Coming about clutch for Nothorex.
This is a game, and the response was a DP from DMC themselves and a DP from Nothorex, but this has got to be a big punish. Do not mess this up. I hate to break it to you, but you messed up.
giving Nothorex quite a lot of time. Gets the mash out. That is beautiful if you're Nothorex. Getting the grenade set up as usual.
There's the throw.
And that's it for this
GG.
game. Number 1 for Nothorex.
And, you know, I'm liking, I want to see just a few, I feel like I want to see a parry from DMC come out at one point or another, right? You know, you're a Koski, you have the access to a DP, you have the access to a parry, and you got pretty good buttons with the likes of, yep, that right there, 6C's, got 2B as well. There's the Assault JC coming through, and this is going to be hefty damage. Already starting us off in this round.
Oh, caught with the low this time. Trying to stick out that foot.
Sticking out the leggy just a little bit more. Able to escape the corner because Devil May Cry did not check the forward. Oh, I'm sorry, Devil May Clown, actually.
There's wall-to-wall combo. Baits out the DP.
DNC just a tad bit unsure if that was the right call to go for there. Just wanted to see if it was worth it.
That gets caught on the 6C as well. What a great starter there for Nothorex. 4K damage. Kaguya now does a lot.
Every character does damage if you optimize it just right, and Nothorex is going to be taking that first game round once again. Now we're sitting on set point, or actually technically almost tournament point, because this is loser's bracket.
Yeah. Oh.
It's just DMC's got to make a couple of adjustments here, and this right here is definitely one of them. Just keep them in the corner. Trap them down right here. Do not let them escape. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Keep it up. There we go.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to see if you're Devil May Clown.
You want to see this Kaguya player blocked. You didn't. You made them. You paid $60 to give them pressure. All right.
Exactly. Oh,
you want Kamone.
This is death. If you want to spend, no, got the invalid combo.
It's okay. The throw made up for you, and that's what matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, a little bit of a drop to Mof, as we like to say.
Nice. I'm liking to use that projectile to keep Nothorex from going in. However, it just was not enough. And now we got a healthy Nothorex with a healthy bar of health bars and a bunch of meter on the screen here. He's going to use 100 bit of it.
There you go. Really lock it down. Devil May Clown gets a throw. That's another combo potential. And with the Vorpal Cycle 1. Uh-oh.
And the bombs were just placed accurately as well to get some extra damage afterwards. There's a DP finally working out right there. That's the second time it landed.
Yeah. Calling out Nothorex for not doing a safe jump. And, you know, Nothorex not taking anything. One and anti with the 4B. And hello, victory for Nothorex.
Jesus Christ. You know, that was a well-timed 4B. I'm impressed that it reached that far. But he did do J2C. So he was active at that point. I expected a trade. But he got a combo instead. And hey, it worked out.
Yeah, it's really good. Great player from Nothorex. I mean, Kaguya's 4B is really good as an anti-air.
Yes.
So, of course, it is a little bit riskier as it's a purpose-built anti-air. It's like, don't want you pressing that any other time.
Right. And, you know, we could talk about characters that have some anti-airs that are slightly risky to go for. I always think of DP as an anti-air. So that's a pretty big risky one right there, of example, of course. But there are some characters that have a 3C. We saw Kaguya's 4B. We know Wagner has a good 3C. Hai has a very good 3C. Yeah. We got a bunch of different characters with good and you know what? All these characters have those same access to those buttons too. That's the crazier part. So you can go to a different character and be just fine. You just got to know where to place it at.
Yeah, and I mean, you always have air throw as a very, very funny anti-air.
But now coming up onto our stage here, it's going to be two different players this time. We're going to be getting those names up in just a moment here. But I believe we're still on the loser side of things, if I'm not mistaken.
Let's see.
Let's double check our bracket right here in a moment.
The winner sides are going very smooth, very quick. Let's see. I'm not exactly sure who this might be.
Well, those names will be coming up to us in just a moment.
Yeah, because where am I? Where in the Star GG bracket am I not seeing the stream mark? Star GG, are you being? Okay. That one dude in Kirby.
That one dude in Kirby. Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby.
I love me some Kirby.
Was a RAM player in years past. Back when we were both competing in Strive, was a terror in the DFW scene on RAM. Now has moved on to Uni. Really goes in the TUC betas bracket, which like they split it up like the Guppies, betas, and Sharks. And Kirby, you know, does very well. Takes top 4 in the beta, so not intermediate style era.
He's in that range where it's, look, I like to say it like this. He moved on to bigger and better things, right? But coming over to Uni with knowledge of any other game, you'll do just fine. You know, to be a terror in Uni is not, I don't think it's hard to do, but it's definitely hard to keep up with. It's one of those things where you got to just constantly play over and over and get match after match after match.
Yeah. And now, that one dude gonna have to face the exact same matchup as was faced earlier on the stream,
Ooh.
the Gordeau versus Linne.
Alrighty. Actually, I think it was Hyde versus Linne round start. Actually,
Was it Hyde?
No, it was Hyde. It was Hyde. All right. Villain Gordeau colors right there. Nice reset from that one dude. Kirby, however, trying to get something started there. And this is different Linne right now. You're seeing Kirby move back and forth a lot. Wants to play in and out of that range of Gordeau as much as possible.
Yeah, definitely trying to look for a whiff punish, but that one dude is giving Kirby no opportunity to whiff punish whatsoever.
Nope. Yep, another assimilating grab. There's a 2C and resets. Another one. That's 3 times now. Am I going to see it a 4th time? You ain't going to do it a 4th time.
Nah, surely not. Oh my, doesn't even need it. Depending on how much you want to spend right now, that one dude, you can't end it here. Is just going to spend it all. Does not want to keep anything in savings. You know, has 72 from that change.
Yeah.
That's a good return on investment right there.
And I'll take that exchange at any given moment. Having meter into the next round is always good. Nice counter hit 5C into 236A. And we're going to carry us all the way over to the corner right here after assimilation grab.
Nice. Yo, Kirby was like, that one dude's going to respect DP, so I'm going to just take my turn.
And you may think that one dude is not respecting any sort of wake-up option because he's just going all in right now. But no, they're definitely keeping an eye out for that. And they're winning this grid cycle as well, too. Look at how much they have.
Because, you know, that one dude is using such a high light total where having your opponent wake up press on your DP bait is not a big deal even if they get a combo.
Yep.
But that just gives you so much information for later on in the set of like, okay, Kirby more willing to press on wake up than to do a DP.
Yep.
I'm just going to set meaties even more now. I'm going to go for higher risk, higher priority meaties, too. I'm going to hit you with that 5C.
And, well, that one dude is now up 1 game. And a beautiful Assault JC coming through. I love to see it happen. Because why? I'm a Gordeau fan, but I'm also a Linne enjoyer as well. Liking what I'm seeing from that one dude right here. Wants to get that winner's top 8 spot secured as quick as possible. But Kirby finally fighting back, getting some start here. He's going to swap sides and put us to the corner there. But a wake-up Grim Reaper. I'm not respecting anything you're doing.
Absolutely not. And I mean, hey, Kirby has to be the one that's going to force one dude into a corner. However, Kirby not able to make anything stick for very long.
And you know, I love the way that one dude is just playing Gordeau right now. He's playing in that range. He knows when they wants to get forward. He knows. Nice timing.
Yeah, Kirby finally getting a good counter hit here. Has meter going to, go into the EX Kuga. And now has the corner.
Oh! That could have been a pretty big punish. I like the idea to change it right there, but there's a veil off.
Yeah, the double veil off. No one's holding anything.
See, they're holding a 2C, that's for sure. IC, UC, 2C, you're dead.
Hey, that just means no one has meter going into this round, and I think Kirby kind of gets more advantageous from it rather than that one dude because these punishes won't be as painful.
Yeah, but it's going to be a little bit more painful now because you got to change it to worry about, meaning the offense can be changed up at any given moment just like that right there. Oh. You know, it was all a bait. It was the American reset deep down.
Just wanted the meter, but just threatening. Like, what are you going to do? You see your brother just stand there after for Oki, like, you're just terrified.
My guy is aura farming on screen right here, dog. In real time.
You're not Sung Jin Woo.
You're not Piccolo. All right, Kirby with offense right now. There's the throw. And, you know, you haven't seen Kirby go for a ladder whenever in these close quarters because it's hard to really lock down that one dude. The moment they get room to escape, they will definitely run away, and it's very good to have that. But it's not enough because Kirby finally going in here. One more interaction could do it, but there's the 2-2-C. Wake up.
Yep. 4-pull online for Kirby can be a little more risky.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, 3C's in. I like the change shift right there. Probably want to catch them. Air blocks.
Yeah. It's definitely a great lockdown there from Kirby, recognizing that one dude was vulnerable. Oh my gosh, but we're starting violently.
Yeah, we're blow for blow. Okay, you grab me, I DP you.
Yeah, I mean, Kirby hasn't really represented it as much as, might be necessary against that one dude to really, steal some turn back.
Yep, and still stealing their turn back. They whiffed that whole aerial button special.
Resets.
Wow.
Oh, no.
You're just disrespectful. This is going to do a lot of scaling, so they're not dead, but it's going to be very, very risky. One more mixing opportunity can do it here.
Yeah, anything kills. A simple 2A will be able to get into any other button.
Anything right now. And
throw
Kirby
for sure kills.
trying to make something happen here. Yes,
my.
1 hit so far. Careful now. 63 seconds on the clock right now.
Oh, the grid break. That's amazing for Kirby because that's going to allow this damage to be increased.
This is how comebacks start.
Yeah.
Oh, the low.
I got mixed there. I'm going to be fully real.
She can charge it up. And another grab. Wow. Yep.
Beautiful Kirby. That's what you need.
That's what happens when you don't finish your food. That's what happens when you play around too much. But that one dude now understands I cannot let you live no longer after that. And look at he didn't even adjust the glass. He's like, nah, I'm about to lock in real quick.
Take off those Rock Lee training weights.
With the likes of a counter hit 2B to start us off in this first round here. Backing away, going in. And, oh my God, that projectile increase reaches so far for Lene.
Oh my.
Wow.
Run up, slight delay, grab you, grid break you to boot.
What are you talking about, man? That is crazy.
Oh, great
wow.
force function.
And it covers so much, too. Kirby probably thought they were out of range, but they were just slightly in that hitbox.
Good anti-air. I'm surprised that Kirby recovered in time.
It was just a simple 5A as well, so it was not enough to really put them at a pretty big risk. But I'll tell you what, this combo is going to put them at a pretty big health deficit because that one dude going in here with J236C or 214C actually. And that
looked like Kirby went for a throw, right?
Yeah, he did. I definitely saw a throw attempt there. And if I'm lying, well, chat, help me out.
Uh-oh.
That 2B, infamous button for me. And we're going all the way closer and closer to the corner here.
200. Just wake up not even invincible reversal, just impressive.
And thankfully, there's not a lot of damage taken. 3K, yeah, but look at look at the health lead still. And look at the meter difference as well.
Yeah. One dude might be able to get Celestial. Nope, he's going to be bleeding enough. Grid just barely got to repeat the cycle.
And it's going to pick up as well, getting a bonus bit of damage. As you can see, the combo meter is building up right there. It's going to cash out with EX Grim Reaper. Able to escape the corner was Kirby.
Oh, nice veil off. Just get off me, tool.
Nice block. Oh, this is going to be a big punish.
No!
He tried to interrupt it.
No!
It don't work like that.
But, I mean, just got to wake up, press.
Wake up, throw. Okay. Hey, this is how comeback starts last time. That one dude gave too much room for Kirby to let live, and you're still giving too much room to let them live. You got to change shift active at any given moment. There's the force function, try to increase.
Oh, the double slide.
And that 2B, that's a far-reaching 2B, man. One of Gordo's best buttons, in my honest opinion, because he spaced it out properly after a regular 3C. The moment he moved up, it was like, I'm putting this out right there. you don't get near me. Yeah. This is my win condition. This is my win con.
Exactly. I might lose the round. I have another round in the back pocket.
Exactly.
If you get hit by this once, you're go down to losers.
Lose way is that way, kiddo. Well, man, wonderful match from both of those players. Shout out to Kirby, of course, coming out to play their set. And, well, they did good. Even if they did go down, they did good, and that's what matters the most. You just got to bring your A game as much as you can. It doesn't matter if you go 0-2, 1-2, 2-1, 2-2. You got to play your heart out. And that's what's the most important part about these fighting games.
Have you seen the 0-2 badge ribbons?
I have. I know the person that has made them, too. She was asking for ideas about them as well. Hold on. Let's show the camera.
Yeah. Okay. So, maybe
wait, let it focus in a little bit.
Hopefully.
Wait. We're getting some help.
Getting some help.
There it is. Yeah.
Anyone going 0-2, your pool captain's going to have one of these amazing, amazing ribbons to put on.
Yep. Also, shout outs to Texas BBFC here, of course. Wonderful sticker, Cowgirl 9 of Phantom as well. That's a pretty solid sticker there. Hold on. It's a little blurry. Hold. Give me a second. Wait.
It's too reflective, I think.
It's too reflective. You know what? It is what it is. Yeah. They see the vision, and that's what matters the most.
Exactly.
They see Cowgirl 9, and they're going to go crazy, all right?
Every time I get corrupted to go back into BBCF, 9 always draws me.
I don't know what it is about her. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the eyes.
It's Rock.
It's Rock. Okay,
Rock is so fun.
Rock is dumb, but I love Rock.
What do you mean I get a almost unreactable plus unblock overhead for just pressing buttons?
You know, I hate that I said Rock because I'm thinking about Rock Howard because we got Rose City of the Wolves here. The beta is also being played at Texas Showdown. Right there in the back, you can see it rev it up because we are now gearing ourselves into Silent versus Ryodon once again here. Not even once again. It's the first time these two have actually gotten a chance to play. So this will be an interesting match because, again, Silent does have a Phonon and a Gordo at any given moment, but Ryodon is also a generally good high player, as you've already seen in their previous matches. Goes for a lot of throw setups, has the Gyre Vortex Super on Rip just in case it doesn't work out. He's got stuff in the back pocket too, so this is going to be a battle of titans for us right now.
Absolutely. Phonon getting locked. Yep, this is going to be the two mains going at it, looking for that special color. There's Ryodon's color.
I love that color. You know, Under Night has very good color schemes in this game.
They are definitely really cooking. I mean, you could also make customs. Of course, you're not going to be able to have the time to do it at a major.
Right. I mean, I remember back in the old Uni days, like Uni1, where people used to just go buy the colors on the stream just to have it because the setup didn't have it.
That's dedication to the craft.
That was definitely some dedication.
But holy cow, you're already at
already?
Celestial?
Oh, nah.
14 seconds in?
Silent is not liking this one bit. Yep, immediately getting out of that corner to try and start something right there.
Yeah, what a great answer back from Silent as well. Really not letting Ryodon take the most of it.
EX for an EX? Yeah, that worked out in Silent's favor. I'm not too sure of the specifics there, but both EXs worked, and it was definitely Silence that won the victory here. And now Ryodon's going to be losing health, bleeding more and more. Got to block out Phonon.
Mashing that VO, gets the grid break.
Uh-oh, not looking too good for our hero.
Yeah, Silent. Oh, sniping out a little bit.
Barely, barely, barely. Yes, good interrupt from Silent, taking it over Ryodon in the first round.
Absolutely.
And this is still on the winner side as well, so whoever wins this may be solidifying their top 8 placement. We'll figure it out in just a few moments here, because right now Ryodon is running down the house from downtown on Silent right now with a combo throw, no less, to add on top of that.
This is, in fact, top 8 qualifier. The winner will be on the top 8 winner side.
Ooh. And Ryodon says, I want that to be my top 8 spot. I don't like the way you took that round from me last round. I'm going to take this one.
Oh, my. What a buzz out of the corner from Silent. Going to let Smart Steer end it off a little bit. Get some concentration, too. Not enough to win the cycle, though.
Yo, just throwing out the lasso whip right there, keeping him just in check. There's a Snake Charmer activated. The buff is there, and it's going to hurt as you let Silent touch you at least once. I'm liking his pressure. I'm liking his defense from Ryodon right there, staying in this one way or another. There's a self-install again. Silent only got 77 meters to work with. A couple more hits, and we're going to be at 100.
Yeah, there it is. Nice. Hey, going to win the cycle here, too. Huge stuff. Next touch will end it for both players. There's 200 meter on Silent.
Is it going to... Oh, nice dead angle.
Yeah. And gets the hit as well. Good night, sweet Prince is what Silent is saying, going up 1-0. Does not matter that guard thrust.
I think Ryodon needs to put on the sleeper mask and be like, I don't even need to watch this match to beat you now. I got to lock in. He gets a self buff, I'm betting, bro.
Look, maybe last patch Hyde could win without looking at the screen. But definitely, regardless, definitely not against Silent.
Shout out to Silent. That is definitely the homie. I've known them for a minute now. And it's good to see that they're still doing some work and still trying to put in the work against Ryodon. Nice catch back. But a DP in response. Ryodon getting some offense started here.
Oh my, what a beautiful confirm here from Ryodon, getting Silent to the corner.
Damn, space goes to coast all the way over, and we're still racking up the damage, no less, to add on.
Yeah. Thankfully for Silent, has the Vorpal.
Yep.
Because otherwise, there's a high chance Ryodon would have killed.
And you don't want to do Wake Up Super. You're not high. You can't just Wake Up Super and live for it. Nah, you might just die for it. Like the cross up. Wow, respecting the run up, actually, Ryodon did.
I mean, Ryodon has the life to just eat a couple more throws, in fact. It's like, you have no big deal. You don't have to worry about being chipped out to death. It's not one of those games.
Yep. Walking back, just kind of watching Silent right now. I like the air stall right there with the EX projectile.
Oh my, sniping your toes from across the way.
Man, I want your J's, Hi. They look kind of nice.
They're my size.
What size you wear, Hi? Size 8.
Sounds like you're my size. Run him.
And we're running it immediately back to Silent. Definitely trying to make sure this is going to kill optimization station here, maybe?
Yeah.
Yes.
And now Silent has this on set point, looking on to claim this and move on to top 8.
I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Silent in top 8, but Riodon's got to give one more in the tank. Can't cut him out just yet. Don't run out of steam. This train is it's a locomotive right here, dog. Nice, got some knockdown. Ooh, what a 6B. At the wall, eating damage. It's adding up.
Yeah.
Increase.
Yeah. End it out.
4.1K.
Oh, just rolls out. No fear of the two-way meaties.
Especially if you're not going to check that roll, right? Yeah. Like, why I'm going to roll out. If you're not going to check me, so be it. And Riodon also checking Silent Shins because, man, you didn't. No, not like this.
The food.
Not like this. Oh, no.
This might go from bad to worse. This is next touch kills for both players.
Yep, that's what happens when you don't finish your food. Maybe Riodon dropped an input or something, but either way, Silent's going to take it just like that with the cash out, and that is going to be, let's see, hold up. I'm not counting just yet. I like being a liar, chat. Huh?
What magic pixel, and still Silent takes. Oh, that's getting sent to Sajam. Hi, Sajam stream.
I'm just in disbelief. I had to sit there and pause for a minute. I'm like, that didn't kill? Really? Even Silent must have been shot. That's exactly why they ran up and just 5A. It was like, nah, I'm not letting this happen. But either way, this will be our upcoming match. Will be our final match of this block here before we go solidify any more top 8 spots here. And ladies and gentlemen, please, this is your last chance to go grab a snack or two because this next match will probably be a slobber knocker for sure.
Absolutely.
I'm sitting here with Cope. We are both enjoying this wonderful UNI2 action we have here today on Saturday.
Yeah. You know, get more Uni action after this as well. I believe it's just straight into the other pool of Uni. Let me go pull up who's going to be your beautiful host for that. It's going to be, I'm on Friday's schedule.
That's okay.
It's going to be Sloth and Raph. No, wait, no,
Hollow and Raph.
No, Raph and Hollow, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm going to just look for the color.
Yep.
Knew Raph was one of them. It's like, oh, wait, that's Xer. Never mind, you just saw them.
Oh, man. I mean, Raph doesn't mind either. Raph, and, very wonderful Guilty Gear commentary of many different games as well. But usually Gear, love to see it happen. And right now, what we would love to see happen is Kirby versus Papa Pesto. Yeah. Look at the people in the back on stream waving at the camera like, hey, we're here. It's actually Showdown.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Dad. All right, and this is still on winner's side if I'm not mistaken here. Or maybe in losers, actually, because Kirby was sent to losers.
Yeah. Let's see. I believe, winner's fine.
Winner's fine? Okay.
Yeah. That one dude in Papa Pesto. So we're going to see Gordo versus Carmine.
Okay.
And that's going to be a wild ride for sure.
Papa Pesto's got a little bit more to work with right here. So last time we saw Pesto, we saw them playing around the normals that Carmine has because they reach pretty far. But now you're playing against a character who can even that range out with you a little bit, right? Yeah. Gordo, as I mentioned earlier, has got 236A to close the gap and pull you forward just a little bit. 236C, plus on block, allows them to keep their offense. It's got the likes of 2B, increase 5C, adds just 5C, and so many more buttons. There's so many good buttons. Even 2C is kind of a good button for him. Kind of.
Yeah, I mean, but you also have to take onto the other account that Carmine does not do bad at far ranges either.
No.
So many projectiles, especially if you get a little puddle that's set up down there. You don't want to be throwing out long normals willy-nilly.
Nah, not at all. Praying to the gods is that one, dude. Both players shaking hands and are ready to play their games and have a wonderful set here. The shaky camera because we're aura farming right now. Let's get started with this match, final match of this block before we get off the mics for the day. Kopi, are we ready for this?
I'm ready for this.
I'm ready for this. All right, first claws divide. Immediately throwing off a projectile. Does not want Gordo getting in at all, but it does not matter. That one, dude, able to get themselves a beautiful confirm.
Trying to poke out. I mean, that one dude's being very, very respectful of Papa Pesto for good reason.
Yes.
And I mean, look at this. Allows another advantageous position. Spending that meter. Get the full combo. Invalid. Caught not Tekken.
We'll take those, and we're still going to take those. This could be a potential perfect round here, but commentators curse because right now Gordo is, lost life. This is going to be the pseudo-perfect, as I call it. Nice. Using the chase with the block right there was a good call. Backs away, kind of watching themselves right now. Carmine one more hit away from death, but this is what Hey, Pesto can make a comeback. Don't sleep on the mans.
Yeah. I mean, Pesto's using just sitting on top and sitting right in between those puddles beautifully. Like, you're not going to run up on me concentrating.
Exactly.
Yeah, more concentration. Popping it. Keep that one dude locked down, but
the shoulder, no Dennis Rodman coming through.
Yeah, when you have no health to work with, it's a whole lot harder to win a round. You can't afford any mistakes. They ain't even a trade.
And right now it is Papa Pesto on the offense right here. He's going to go over to the corner and go right out. He just wanted to set up a puddle.
Yeah.
Almost caught that roll.
Yeah. But hey, I mean, getting your opponent to still be blocking, even if you didn't punish the roll, that's perfectly fine.
Always. Nice offense from that one dude right here is going to put us into the corner with Turbulence, getting that damage and trying to make that deficit very, very massive because Carmine, every normal or every special that they use does take away from their health.
Yeah. I mean, this is very low. Papa Pesto will definitely be putting, well, it's just going to be put normally into that.
Oh, my God. He built the meter for that, too.
Wake up, get a little bit of that health back. No longer dead to a 5A, which is beautiful.
We're about to be dead to more than just, now we're at 2A territory, but the Grim Reaper will close the gap and defeat Papa Pesto in the first game here. But let's see what Pesto could cook up because this is how comebacks start.
Yeah. You see that one, dude, he's only one more.
He's like, one more.
Gotta be your own biggest hype man for sure.
You have to, dude. If no one's going to do it, you got to do it. Do it for the people that couldn't be here today.
Do it for all the Gordos watching worldwide.
Exactly. I'm one of them.
Get put in the crystal. Ooh, trying to set up a puddle. Yeah, just going to try and force that one dude into it.
Oh, my God. Wow. What a cross-up.
Yeah.
This is going to
notable mixed character Carmine. Hitting you with the left-right fitty-fitty.
Whoever's saying Carmine doesn't have mix, I'm going to need to find you immediately. There is someone in this universe that's saying it. I don't know who.
Yeah, you always find somebody.
There's always that one guy, that one dude, but that one dude is now going down around by one, no less.
Yeah, solid reversal there from Papa Pesto.
Yep, you can't count it. Like I said, this is how comebacks start. So far, so good. Pesto playing that range again once again. Both players blow for blow right now, trying to create that deficit of health even bigger. Assimilation. What a 2C to catch the jump back.
That one dude is just chasing down two of them. Third. Oh, not the third.
Yep, try to go for a 6B right there. Interesting choice to go for from that one dude.
Bail off.
Oh, not a good call because Pesto's got a good counter hit confirmed. Not a whole lot of damage, but this is what they want. Positioning. And now we got the Blood Crystal adding on damage with puddles below. Guess right now. You pay $60 to block this game. You pay money to come out here and get opened up low.
Yeah, Papa Pesto had 3 times to open up that one dude without any meter to just bust out. It's like, that's such a difficult thing to take. And you had life total for it.
And we're about to do it again with a throw instead. Man, one more time for the crowd at home. Uh-oh, this could be one more shot of life here. Pesto. Oh, wow.
Press it out.
8. It worked. It worked.
And, yep. We'll only need to spend 100 here in order to claim a round. One more round is all that one dude needs to make top 8.
One more. No Persona. But unfortunately, our hero, that one dude, still has to open up Papa Pesto just a few more times. So that means they're not down for the count yet. But Pesto setting up some puddles here, runs around, putting Gordo in closer to that corner. Yep, does so beautifully.
Uh-oh.
Yep, there's one grab. All right. Oh, that was cheeky.
Yeah. Just stood there, dude. Actually crouched there, did nothing. It's like, you're going to get hit by this.
Sometimes you fall for the do-nothing tactic.
Yeah.
I got 2 puddles up on the screen here. Carmine with also CS rating the get-out attempt, and that is going to be a 1-2-1. Pesto not giving their opponent a singular chance to work with here.
Yeah. I mean, that was really just one of the core concepts that I learned throughout my years of Guilty Gear is sometimes the strongest thing you can do in a fighting game is hold down back.
Yep, and do nothing as well. Pesto doing a nice job so far, tying us up 1-1. Wants that top 8 spot more than that one dude. But, hey, that one dude will be sent to losers tie to top 8. So they're not out. It's just going to be a little bit more harder. But you got to be a bracket demon, which is exactly what Pesto is. Because look at where we're at. In the corner, reading the roll to keep offense going. And this is going to be a pretty damaging combo, no less, because Pesto knows how to optimize these stations.
Absolutely. Going to end it with that grab.
Get some help back, too.
Yeah. I mean, not that Papa Pesto needs it. There's such a life differential anyway.
I got to secure my victory.
That might have been a misinput from that one dude there.
Maybe so. Uh-oh. Comeback start like this, ladies and gents. Careful now.
Yeah, just run up.
Run up 5A.
Run up jab. He's like, I got the jab on you.
It's a good choice to go for. It's a quick 5-4 frame button. You know what I mean? It's better than just running up with a bigger button and getting punished for it.
Exactly. I mean, when you only need literally anything to kill.
Right. Nice blocks from Pesto. Yep. Tapping the shins to see if you're going to let me open inside the house. Ooh. Nice force function right there. And he's going to push us all the way over to the corner here. He's got to hold a little bit of a setup.
Oh, the veil just not in range to hit Papa Pesto.
And are we going to be seeing the blood crystal come out soon?
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Like, even if it wasn't just a good Oki option, and you just waste the rest of the veil off.
Exactly, and now you have nothing to work with. Your roll just got red because you're still blocking. And this game, you have a character that now has 100, almost 200 bars of meter to work with. But you got CS, you can spend it. Woo! And you unfortunately did not, and that means Papa Pesto will be moving on to top 8 for tomorrow here. Yeah. So that's going to be wonderful to watch. Shout outs to that one dude, though. Beautiful Gordo run.
Really gave Papa Pesto a very solid run. It looked scary for Papa Pesto at the start.
Yeah.
That one dude went up game 1, went up round 1 in game 2.
Yes.
And then is like, Papa Pesto was like, oh, a switch got flipped. I got to lock in and started winning. And from there, still has that top side of the bracket for tomorrow. Gets to go and nice and fresh.
Yep. Wonderful adjustments made on the fly, and that is the best part about watching fighting games. You never know how quick people are going to adjust. You never know what these people are going to be thinking about. As soon as they make one wrong thing, if in their own gameplay, they're like, okay, maybe I didn't set that up properly. Let me try it again and do a quicker button. And then, hey, you get the confirm, or you just do what Pesto did and do nothing.
Exactly. And then your opponent will take care of the work for you.
Exactly. They kill themselves easily as much as you think they should. But with that being said, we're going to give ourselves a pretty quick ad break here, I'm sure. I have been the one and only guy with good rhymes and good vibes, Kuomoko, and I'm joined by the amazing Kobe VTuber himself. Let the people know where they can find you, my guy.
Everywhere at Kobe VT. I've got that branding on lock. Of course, Kuomoko _ on Twitter. Where anywhere else that you might have a different tag because of it gets stolen already.
It looks like we have on the right Twang. I don't know who's on the left, but Twang, one of our top seeds in this pool, the second half of pools. Kotsky player from Dallas.
Yeah. You see Twang do a lot of good stuff. I see him online, competing all the time, getting into TNSs, having great deep runs on there, so just always kind of grinding and representing Texas really strongly. So nice to see what they can do here on the offline, a different kind of beast, but no stranger to danger, so it's going to be very exciting. And always good to start like an early match with a good player to kind of set the pace for how the rest of the block is going to go.
Oh, for sure. Sometimes you can get off slow. This one, it might be action-packed. We might be seeing some crazy Akatsuki things happen. We'll have the sticker on the back of that, back of the phone.
They're going to show me characters that I've never even heard of, never even seen. But hey, if you don't put a name attached to that, then I will never know. But they're cute though, so respect. Bringing up your waifu, coming in with a nice jacket too. As busy as it is back there, it is pretty comfortable. AC is hitting just right, and we're all just having a good time here. And going to be a Tsurugi on our 2P side. This character's been kind of a nuisance as of late. We're seeing him just really bring on a certain kind of terror, just being able to bully his way through with a lot of like big armor points on a lot of those like specials and some of the normals, and just can really be a jerk. You even see like a lot of like the throw mix up with like the can grabs that force you to gold to break like the delayed throw, and then like you're always kind of on your toes. But if we look at Akatsuki, we know how well he can just kind of bully himself, and already Twang with just an early assault. But Tamuke, Lonely Boy, finds the first hit.
Yeah, for early fight back, but getting caught by that 2B. Twang. trying to go to the corner, isn't able to finish the combo, but dashes up and gets another one with that 5A. Oki in the corner and has some meter, not going to opt to use it. Wins the cycle as well, so it's going to be getting the ball rolling here. Oh, yeah. Big damage, and this should be the kill off the chain shift. Yeah.
Nice and simple. I like it, just in and out. That's twice we heard you see, just a dash in, dash out, force a reaction, take advantage of it. There's the slidey.
Yeah, good reaction on the block from Twang, but I like the aggressive round start from Tommy.
Yeah, not bad. Applying that pressure and just the rebeats, just to make sure we stay on top of it, find the hit, getting the confirm. We have all the meter we can want in the corner, finds a regular throw, setting up maybe a mix-up here, gets the jump and no confirm off of it, but a nice life lead and another clean hit.
Yeah, but good patience leads to that armor hit. It has 200 meter, doesn't opt to go for the kill here. You gotta be careful against, especially against some of these better players. They have that comeback X factor. Oh, with the overhead, getting caught.
You got to be ready for these B-Tatsus. They're coming for you. Even a reversal can find its mark and just get him off, but that's twice that Twang has found that hit. Tries to go for the overhead. Nice whiff punish there. Perfect distance for it.
Yeah, love the chain shift there, and it's going to be a kill with as the 50. No, I'm not going to go for it.
I think they didn't win cycle, so they weren't able to actually get the kill there. And okay, just the 2B to finish it. Twang with a quick 2-0. To finish that. Actually, not quick. That second round was very back and forth.
All right, so Lonely Boy had a good momentum there. Was doing really good to kind of bring that back, but then just kind of fell apart little by little. Getting hit by 2B touch at the end, really little unfortunate. You got to expect it. It is a Kotsky. He's going to try to slip those in, and Twang happy to get this damage already with a big lead coming into the second round. The reversal reaching far enough to get the hit. Nice block, and gets the break, and then right back at you with a nice throw.
Oh, and look at this cycle as well. Oh, they win it, but they get the hit.
Oh, good armor. The charge on that, breaking through. Thought it to be tough, so that's kind of reaction I was hoping for. But unfortunately for Lonely Boy, they're going to get hit by the combo mid-screen, put Twang on match point.
Yeah. Okay, armor round start. Twang just playing a little bit more patiently, finds the hit into the EX Tatsu, gets the continuation on the combo in the corner now.
Nice and simple. Get the frame, get the grab. Great corner pressure here. A lot of bar. Lonely Boy does have the cycle in their favor. Needs to find a way to maybe bust out using it correctly, but last chance here. One more grab, anything can do. And Twang trying to finish with the perfect. There's the block, the bounce back. No perfect for you.
Good tech again. Able to pick up the cycle and tons of meter right now. Has all of the resources and only so little health. Good catch on the roll, though. Not sure where Twang was going there, but he is going to be able to chain shift right into the pressure. This is the throw. Both players teching in place and getting all the air.
All right, last opportunity. Gets across it. This is big Lonely Boy. Doesn't get the full combo. Needed that to try to bring this back, but dash up throw. This time Twang finds the mark, gets the throw, takes the set 2-0. And Twang, despite some drops at some points, just again, their game plan really fluid. They made their little tricky setups here and there, just catching Lonely Boy off guard, and really cleaned it up. The end got a little spicy. Lonely Boy had opportunity, but that drop kind of messed up the momentum that they were bringing back for themselves, but still a fun match either way.
Definitely. Both characters love to actually be in that close-up range. They want to go at you in order to get that damage a lot of times, especially Tsurugi, just trying to get up in your face. But it's going to be Twang moving on, and I'm going to be honest, his name was very long.
That's why it's called go by Lonely Boy. That was
Lonely Boy is in losers. I mean, it's still able to maybe find something in that losers side of the bracket, as is every player here today. Always in that double elim. So
hey, still plenty of people you're in the losers bracket with. It won't be very lonely down there. But Twang again, another big favorite to make some damage in the bracket. So again, just Texas Under Night has continued to keep grinding and growing and really do some cool stuff. So be surprised to see who can really stop Twang. But I mean, the players there, especially again, I'm always here for an offline event like this. I want to see the surprise players, the people who maybe have been grinding stuff out, but without playing tournaments like that, or maybe just this is their chance to really overcome their seed and make a giant splash and just have a superstar playthrough in this tournament.
I think there's been multiple storylines of that this weekend already, so I'm excited to see that in Under Night to see if anybody is going to pick up a surprise upset. They always happen. Like you can't prevent them. It's very rare that everybody who's seeded actually makes it into top 8.
Right.
But you never know. You never know. It might happen this time. So
hey, that's the fun of it, right? Open bracket tournaments, just like everybody's in here. It's a mess of people, and they're all just trying one thing, and that's to get those big wins, no matter which way you got to do it. So
yeah,
for sure. We'll see how it plays through. Again, a lot of action here as we're going to get a bunch of matches sorted out. They are playing pools off to the side, so just wrangling the players can take a little bit, so you get to hang out with myself and Hollow. Hope you are enjoying yourselves this afternoon, as it's still only like 4 o'clock, and there's still so much of the day left of fun to have.
Texas Showdown will not end until very late today. and then we're going to have a very long day tomorrow. Lots of top 8 action here. I believe Under Night will be featured on maybe I don't know if it's on this channel, but I know I think it's one of the middle top 8s.
Yeah.
And it's going to be great,
Oh, super. No, yeah. I mean, just having it being featured on a Sunday finals, and there's 3 streams on Sunday, just doing everything from Exert to Under Night and Street Fighter, Tekken, and more. So all those big games, you have more than enough fun stuff to watch, and just how we're able to cram so much stuff in here. That even the retro stream in the other room, that's a 4th stream that has everything from Alpha 2, Third Strike, CVS2, and it's a blast to watch that as well. So always my favorite part about coming to Texas Showdown, even though it's in my neighborhood, it's a 25-minute drive away.
Yeah.
I get to watch every game under the sun. And I love fighting games from the retro to the mid-retro to the modern, right?
It's really hard at some of the other majors to really catch catch everything, but when you're here at Showdown, as long as you're walking around, you will see everything and anything. Walking into the retro room, a lot of people I feel like don't even realize that if you walk to the right, there's just a whole room full of cabs, and then when they're done with bracket, guess what you can go do? You can just go and wait on a cab and have fun, because that's what they like doing right now.
Hey, again, it's something for everybody. You see all the old heads in there, and then you see just a lot of people in here. Very big turnout. Makes me really happy to see. Just celebrating just fighting games here, and can't ask for a better event to really showcase that.
Yeah, especially in Texas, currently just being that event to celebrate fighting games here in Houston, Texas. We were kind of worried that it was going to be a rainy weekend, but honestly, it's been kind of nice to walk around right now. It's it's actually not not that bad. It's kind of I can actually say kind of a beautiful Houston, Texas for
I drove back here from lunch, and I saw you making the crosswalk. You were coming back from whatever meal you had there, so I was like, oh, that's the person I'm commentating with for Under Night in 15 minutes. I hope they make it okay, and I'm glad you did.
Yeah, I walked over to Velvet Taco, which was it's half a mile or something, which is nice. There's tons of good food around here. I was talking about yesterday going to the One Piece ramen shop. Where they just have tons of manga panels everywhere, and it's pretty good. There's just tons of good stuff over here, as well as fighting games. Fighting games. Whatever game you want to play, they're running it. Tomorrow, Persona 4 Vanilla is being run.
The community events. Right?
Yeah, what are the community events? That's super interesting. But we are going to finally get into our set 2.
All right, we got more action coming up at you, as we have on 2P side, Miss Chrysalis, a recent Houston transplant.
Really?
She is a big Grand Blue streamer, as well as hosting events called Chrysalis Cup, one of the featured community events. A player at one of her tournaments won free entry to Texas Showdown.
Really?
About a couple weeks ago. Winner of one of the events, they partnered with her, and the winner got a free entry into the tournament there. Just you see the support from Texas Showdown with a lot of the local TOs, not just in Houston, but across Texas. So we're going to see her as she's entered a lot of different brackets, despite being mainly a Grand Blue player. She's here for Under Night, going to compete here on the stage.
I didn't know she was a Houston native. Yeah, big fan of the Chrysalis Cup. One of my friends, Omega, commentated there previously.
Okay.
So I've been knowing it like the back of my mind. I've actually wanted to get on one of those. It's interesting that she's here. That's great. I always love seeing the online TOs come in person, but it's going to be El Cormito versus Miss Chrysalis. Cormito on the Merkava.
Yeah, El Camito had a good run in Strive. They made it out of winners at their pools yesterday. So we have El Camito, and then there's Kermit. So we have two people literally repping the frog here, but instead we got
that's
this
interesting.
spooky monster beast man, and I ain't talking about Merkava. Gordeau on Miss Chrysalis' side. Big scythe action. This is like a classic matchup. I remember seeing this all the way back from the original Undernight. Kind of classic between two just heavy hitters. Grim Reaper already coming up with the first change hit for El Camito and gets the grabby grab into a nice little combo.
Yeah, good confirm. And just playing neutral here. Waiting for it, keeping them out. Tries to grab them across the screen. Sets up the worms, but not going to work out. Miss Chrysalis fighting back.
All right, double grab. Get the throw. Nice little lead, though, so for El Camito. Finds some damage. Nothing crazy here. They're kind of just getting these hits, making the damage happen from just simple little pieces. And first round, El Camito.
Yeah, just like these small pokes adding up over time. And immediately El Camito going for the fly mix and setting up into that knockdown, into the worms. All right, going for it. Oh, big low. There's the 2A.
All right, smart steer ender there. He's going to just do the fade away. Putting more pressure here with the chain shift.
God.
Miss Chris finds a small hit, gets a little grabby grab. About to win this cycle here. Plenty of meter on this side. And there you're going to go for 1EX. Get some just quick damage, but still a lot of ground to make up.
They do, but they do win cycle here. Oh, they get hit, though. 100 meters still online for Carmito, so they're going to be able to get the kill even without it.
A nice quick combo, taking a quick snack and a quick first game for El Carmito. Miss Chrysalis finding some hits here and there, but not getting as much damage as she can squeeze out from those confirms. Finding the hits if she can get a little bit bigger combo sequences and apply more pressure, it could be a lot better here. Let's see what adjustments. Gets out of the sky with the far C, but El Camito finds the first combo.
Yeah, and in the corner as well here, getting caught. Oh, and no big combo for Miss Chrysalis, messing it up. Fortunately, but the big jump in doesn't go for a combo yet again.
I guess tagged out of the sky. There's the worm, going to come through, gets caught. And some quick small hits, takes a bite. Miss Chrysalis going to run out of that cycle here, so El Camito going to go for the chain shift extension.
Yeah, they're going to pick up some good meat here. Not going to be able to going for the fly mix backdash, but getting caught anyway. El Camito on that set point already.
All right, nicely done so far. They're finding that damage and making it count. All right, no tech on the gold EX grab. And now we're just jumping, jump light, breaks the shield, so that's a cycle loss for El Camito. Miss Chrysalis with a big opportunity here and a lot of meters she can gain.
Yeah, if they can do really well in the defense in this second, because they're picking up so much, but they're getting hit in the corner. 200 meters still on El Camito as well, so they have the resources to go for the pressure, but the wake up. Good stuff from Chrysalis, but and they're able to find the hit as well and win another cycle. Wow. Still getting caught by that 2P in the corner now. What's the mix?
Okay, good side swap into just a quick low. If El Camito can finish this out, has 200 meter, should be able just to not even have to use an EX. No problem. 2-0 over Miss Chrysalis. In a fun little match. And both players just getting a chance to shine on the stream and have a fun little session there. But good big ups to El Camito and to Miss Chrysalis, who goes down the loser side.
Yeah. Big I feel like we were seeing much better stuff from them in that game too. They were able to pick up some nice confirms, but El Camito, the pressure kept going.
I mean, that's the name of the game, right? It's all about a race to win the cycle, get those resources, and really just apply yourself in that way. And there's so many tools to really utilize offensively and defensively. And El Camito got hit a couple times in the mid screen, trying to challenge around the range of Gordeau, but definitely once they got those knockdowns, once they apply their own pressure, Miss Chrysalis struggling a little bit on the defensive side, but El Camino taking advantage of that, making the most of it, and just applying so much good pressure. So we'll see what more they can do in the winner's side now that they're warmed up in a really good match.
For sure. Well, yeah, I do not doubt that we will see them again. So I believe they're also one of the top seeds of this pool.
Understandable, yeah.
So,
hey, they're having a good weekend. Again, doing a good job in Strive, doing here something in Undernight.
How did we end up with two Kermit-themed Strive players? that to me is pretty crazy.
In an age when there's little to no Muppet media being made anymore because a certain corporation doesn't utilize them to full effect.
Yeah, don't get me started.
For reasons.
Don't get me started.
So the closest thing we're going to get is Carmito and Kermit I gotta ask them, like, do an impression. Give me your best, like, Kermit the Frog. 'Cause I think the new heads Kermit could probably do a pretty good one. Kermito, I'd have to talk to them to see.
Yeah. Oh, we get Killer Kitty up here. Batista representative, also from Houston. So defending that home city. I know they made top 8 last year, so excited to see what they're doing. Our current Blaze Blue Central Fiction defending champion as well, up in top 8 winners this year as well.
Yeah, they had a good run Friday in the Blaze Blue Open Bracket, doing really good there. So let's see how they can make it happen here in UNI2. Again, really good community here in Texas. A lot of great players, and everyone playing off of each other to improve. So it's nice to see how strong everyone's gotten, and we'll see how further they can push.
I can say one thing about Kitty is that Kitty hasn't really played since the patch. Because I was talking to them about this, and they changed some of Batista's routes. So they told me they don't have a DP punish route, but I definitely feel like Batista's one of those characters where you can, if you focus on the zoning, sometimes the punishing things won't matter as much.
Oh yeah, I mean, it depends on the matchup you get here, right? It can be polarizing dealing with a character that has all that range and makes it so hard to move forward. But it depends. We got a lot of range on other sides, so we'll see what Killer Kitty's opponent can bring to the table here to make this another fun little matchup. As the biggest thing I like to look forward to in pools is just variety. So if I can get that in just all the sets, it makes me happy.
Oh, it's Yuzu Batista. Yeah, I mean, Yuzu's got the range. she could hit you from anywhere. So,
but got to find those hits and actually make them count.
True.
So it's not just enough thing to have the range to make it work, but Snuggleguns going to try their hand at it. Let's begin here. Already getting the beams, getting a start, but nice snipe from the sky.
Yeah, no full combo off of it, but just starting off with a small health lead.
Right. Okay. Now, early cycle. First win's going to go actually to Killer Kitty. That last little hit took it away from Snuggleguns. And having that cycle can work so well. Dealing with Batista. Nice block on the overhead.
Yeah, that was a very fast overhead. But they were ready for it. Okay, small hit yet again, but flash kick on the jump in.
Both players just playing to their strengths at these ranges. Snuggleguns just have to find their way in with the slash. Doesn't get the cycle this time, so Killer Kitty just very comfy over here and get the punish with the hop in.
Yeah, it's a good jump in. Just able to get some solid damage into the... Oh, no full combo.
It's content though. It's just happily chilling all the way in this distance. Wins the third cycle again. 200 meter. Everything they can hope for to finish this round, going into round 2 with full resources here.
Yeah, even with the drops, Kitty looks comfortable. Oh, into the super.
I love that cash out. You're going to get a lot more bar at that point. And already applying pressure. There's the grab as well. Oh, goodness.
Yeah, they're so afraid of the strike those situations. And now you're stuck in the corner.
Overhead. Extra spooky. Snugglegun's not ready for it. Has a little bit of meter, but this is Killer Kitty's cycle and next hit. Oh, what's that? Yeah. Smart steer into it. Going to be a close one. A pixel of life for Snuggleguns.
They're playing so patiently in this situation. They're trying to wait out and get the cycle, but too much pressure from Kitty. He's gonna put them a game up.
Yeah, nice finish there. Snuggleguns had some resources, didn't try to fight out at the last second there, so Killer Kitty happy to take the perfect. Strong first game, and Snuggleguns just really having a hard time finding a way to get into their preferred ranges, just being denied by crystals, being denied by just the orbs, the beams, and everything in between.
Yeah, I mean, anytime they go for an aggressive option, I feel like Kitty's just been ready for it between the jump-ins and also the ranged options. And now it's just pressure. What is your option here? And Kitty wins the cycle off of this situation. And they're going to go aggressive to try to win the next one. But good mash out from Snuggleguns. Here's where it starts. That's what it's going to have to.
Hey, full combo. I like it. Gets the EX. Good damage here. Has to respect that the cycle is lost. That was a chance for Snuggleguns to get a lot of bar. At least Pop changed it at the last second, saying that they get it, but just weren't really ready and weren't aware. And match point for Kitty.
And Kitty's playing this very patiently right now. Not trying to overextend in any situation. They get the answer, but they don't get the full hit. And Kitty just strikes right back. Not able to fully complete the combo, but I don't really think it matters. Just this range has been working so well as their advantage. 200 meter right now. I'm not sure they're going to be able to. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to kill off of this, but it's going to be very, very good damage.
Man, last chance for Star Guns, just Crystal City here, trying to dash in, find anything or something. Gets tagged, that should do it, no problem. Killer Kitty just happy, pops everything, spends the bar, takes the win, and a solid showing there to kick things off for them.
Yeah, I just think like Snuggle Guns just didn't they weren't able to get anything going during that set. Like between the zoning or the strike through pressure, it was just nothing happening, unfortunately.
And under pressure, sometimes people just can't stay solid,
Yeah.
and they're too worried about getting those errant hits that might blow them up. Then when they try to take a chance, it just crushes them. And that's just the matchup knowledge and learning how to kind of play around that. Just difficult position to be in, but Killer Kitty just saying, hey, if it ain't broke, I ain't gonna change it. I'm not gonna stop it. Just let that ball roll, and just like, what better sequence to have as a fighting game player where I can just keep looping the same thing over and over again, and you don't have the answer.
I wasn't even I didn't even think it was when you're playing against Kitty and you're playing against a really good player and they're playing a character that is historically very oppressive and zones you. Even if you're playing what people consider even if you're playing what you would consider a better character, it doesn't matter. You want to play carefully, you want to play patiently, and you want to get in the correct way. And sometimes that works, and sometimes it just doesn't.
Sometimes you never get in.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're just kept out. You're on one side of the screen the entire time. You're paying rent, and that's just murder she wrote. But for Killer Kitty in the winner's side, moving on forward here as we're getting through our block of pools, and more good matchups coming in at you as a nice Gapper Dan.
Oh my
God! That was, or Gapper Man, sorry.
Yeah, Gapper Man
coming back up here. Had some fun showings in Exerd. Didn't quite make it out of pools, but we'll see what they can do in Under Night.
I think they had my favorite round of the entire day. I was watching. I don't know if it was you and I think it was you and Salty doing extra commentary.
I didn't work with them this morning.
No,
but yeah,
it was Salty. I just remember Salty laughing their butt off after them in pools. They were trying so hard. They were going in. They were doing soul things. They were being real fun, and they're looking dapper while doing it, showing up in the suit. So excited to see what they're going to be doing here in UNI2.
Yeah, they want to party. A lot of good characters to do so. So I'm excited to see how they pick. It's always interesting to try to judge based on appearances what a player picks. And it looks like one of our players is Poob is going in, getting their custom color, making sure we have the fit on deck with the Enkidu. And this is the mix-up. What happens if I know they're going to pick the character, but what if they didn't? What if they did all this and pick somebody else?
That's the ultimate mix-up, though. that would be so funny. You make your own color for later. you lock in the complete opposite character. You're like, I'm going to play Batista now.
That's the kind of next level troll I want to see.
Truly.
All right. Buttons set. Enkidu versus the Waldstein coming from the Gapper Man. Saw a little bit of Waldstein at the AWT. Had a rough time of it because a lot of the players were really ready for it and brought the heat against it. But I like to see Gapper Man already first hit, bonus. Just getting the hit, and already nice, smart sequence to start things off.
They tried to command grab them twice there. they were really going for it, but this is going to be a solid start for Poob after taking some damage early on. Oh, parry immediately.
All right, nice full combo. Smart surrender. Try to parry again, but the good roll from Gapperman. Get in the spin cycle. Whew.
Yeah, it doesn't have the chain shift to continue the combo, but we're trying to read them super hard right now. Okay, no punish on the minus frames. Chain shift to get plus and get some resources. Nice combo and nice catch from Gapperman.
Yeah, I like what I saw there. Gets the same side knockdown. The counter hit, sweet headbutt takes that, and a strong first round. Poob fighting some nice hits, but once the side swap happened, it was all the way Gapperman Waldstein. Trying to get a throw, but a nice dash attack.
Yeah, should be some big damage if they decide to use some meter. In the corner, finds the reset.
American reset. The side swap, really cute.
Yeah, and again, they still have the resources here. But not in the corner. Gapperman, nice rollout, but still taking the pressure here from Poob. Just veil off.
It works. Worried about any kind of command grab. Instead, there's the dash attack, EX, double EX, making the most of that veil off. Solid damage and a great round right now for Poob.
Yeah, looking at that perfect. Nice tech. Gapperman still trying to read them. Good! Advancing to get in there.
I love the placement of the dash attacks. Has just significantly found these hits, but come right down, buddy. We're going to the wall. And now it's time for you to get in the blender. Ooh, the range here working out so well for Gapperman.
Yeah, just playing at this mid-range, and it's hard for the parry to always work, but of course, as soon as I say that, the parry works. Immediate roll out of the corner, but get back in there, Poop says.
No,
oh my god.
And the snipe caught the jump out with the anti-air snatch.
Yeah.
I cannot believe we just throw that out. Works out, big damage here. Gapperman just needs one more combo. The feint, I love that.
They even have the chain shift if this doesn't kill. Oh, yeah.
Blam.
And it's over.
I love that. One more, just dropping a little of that. It's just having the cancel off of that, going for like this, the anti-air, but immediately into the super, just recognizing that, hey, if it's going to catch you if you jump, if you don't jump, boom. I love that placement, and a strong first round for Gapperman.
Oh, for sure. Like, able to put that one game on the board already. Put yourself in an advantage. But they are stuck in the corner now. Taking that pressure. Waiting on the defense. Isn't too overzealous on the roll. Just is able to get that back throw. But Poop also fighting out of the corner pretty well and has the cycle. Oh, nice parry.
Oh, grid break. I like that. And then the dash attack again. Challenging any kind of wake-up throws, even EX. This is a tough round for Gapperman. Poop, one little sequence away, gets a big hit, and nicely done, and the change at the end just to add a little extra.
Yeah, you get that extra meter for this next round. 125 on those resources, immediate use of it. Love them using the dash attacks and the big supers to just get these hits and punishes off of Gapperman's big normals.
Okay, full jump combo and a reset there as Poop try to challenge his capacity. Oh, and a big grab, try to parry through, no dice.
Yeah, looking good for Gapperman. Gets another counter hit here. Still cycle being, now Gapperman has a cycle. Chain shift into the 2A.
Maybe catching a jumping frame. Poop trying to challenge, trying to make their way out. But now Gapperman, match point. Finding these throws, finding these right time mix-ups, just playing so effectively. Try to get the grab there, but it's going to be the 6-6B coming out. Not too far away, buddy. All your meter gone for these grabs. Big chance for Poop to make some rounds.
Yeah, and I think Poop has so much resources, and they're going to get cycle here. So, like, you're probably even going to get that meter back in a second if you want to use it. Yep, chain shift into another 25 meter. Oh, good find, though, with the 2A. Yet again.
Nice tail off. Good punish. And another roll. Uncontested.
It's an overhead, though.
Oh, it hits into a full combo there. Gapperman trying to swing. Poop, big sequence here. Gonna need one more anything.
Yeah, they had a chain shift. They didn't roll. They didn't use it to get the kill there. I'm a little surprised, but the command grab could be signing the start of a comeback here for Gapperman.
Doing a lot more than that though. There's the slash into the chain shift. Good blocks here from Poop. Not getting hit by the counter hit. 2A. Pressure's on.
It blocks. It blocks both the high and the low, but still gets caught by that second low. We're 1-1. Poob and Gapperman.
I like that. Poop's patience there. Leave enough of a gap. Go for a little bit of Rekka to catch anything there. And the first hit from Poop once more. 6-16 in the corner. Drops the Rekkas. So gets the 6-6 beat once more in a full combo.
Yeah, the dash attacks are just so effective in this game.
Oh, no. Counter confirmed. Big times for Gapperman, but there's a parry again. Never mind, we're swinging. All right, we don't care. I'm in a combo? No, I'm not.
As he says, swinging in the combo is kind of crazy. But honestly, it's working out for both players. Both of them just not able to complete the combos. Gapperman, though, at a serious disadvantage, gets the chain shift into command grab.
Only a lot more than that, though. The spin cycle can only do so much. Big meaty claws to jump over a big hit.
That's a big jump in.
All right, try to reset. Nice dash attack to go airborne.
Oh, good tech.
Up back punish. Great patience there. Poop, match point.
Yeah, Gapperman keeps trying to jump in these corners and, like, as a defensive option, just not working out. Oh, speaking of not working out, Gapperman's defense here is just not doing it. The veil off, though, puts us back to neutral.
Trying to jump away, got caught. Full sequence here. I like it. Spending your cash like you need to. Managed to find some gnarly damage. Should win also the cycle here. chance for Poop, though, putting on some offense. Got to respect the chain shift, though, the blocks. So they weren't.
Oh, it's one of those things where I feel like Gapperman is doing mostly a good job of not getting hit in those high-low situations, but always just like one of them was getting catching them as soon as we talk about it. Oh, the dash attack yet again. Oh, but it blocks the second one.
Splash into the super one block. All right, and that was a combo.
No.
It was a punish into nothing into dive. Both of y'all are just killing me here, but the one who's really dying is Gapperman's Poop taking that set as it was getting a little funny. Too much funny business for me, but you know. Y'all go off. Y'all have fun. do y'all's thing.
Look, if there's someone having fun in the video, it has to be Gapperman. I will say I've never seen someone go for so many like silly things and like always have that smile. Look, I respect it. I wish I had those kahunas. I do not. I do not.
No, it takes a certain breed of player to really have like that. That's his mix-up. That's
no, seriously,
like,
it is. Yeah,
that is something that you do online to your friends, and you bust out in a tournament as a Hail Mary. It's like surely they won't block this attack into a late super. They're gonna try to challenge, and then like, oh crap, oh wait, and then it's like y'all are giving too many plots to us like an M. Night Shyamalan movie. You gotta chill out.
I feel like there's a lot of good defense mechanics though in this game that help you like defend against like a lot of what people would call, you know, people being like more random or just doing like those like very, you know, not as nice mix-ups, very ugly looking ones. But you can still get caught by them, and you gotta just know how to deal with them in the second one. And Poop definitely did after a while.
Like, good,
Poop was figuring it out. I will say, like, you know, not always getting those combos, but when they did get those combos into the corner, it was over.
Yeah, no shenanigans for me, thanks. And that's gonna set up for our next match. Poob moving through again the winner's side. Some more new players here to lock in and make their stories seen here at Texas Showdown for Under Night 2. Hope you all are enjoying it. Hope you are playing some Under Night 2 yourself. Community has been savoring it, and it's just a great community. In the end of the day, everyone's just been enjoying the game all in and all out. Just, you know, the good showings you see at major events really inspire people to continue just to work hard, have a good time.
Yeah.
With such a big cast as it has, you know, we haven't seen a lot of like, we saw like some of the new characters, but no one of like Ogre or anything of that nature yet on the stream, which is fine, right? But you know, them always updating the game with like tweaks here and there, and they've taken the feedback a lot to heart, making some fun, interesting changes.
Yeah.
So I know a lot of players are enjoying what they've done so far.
This patch seems really interesting because like they buffed some characters up to being like pretty viable that just weren't before. Am I forgetting the witch character though? The last DLC character.
Oh yeah.
Like
Izuki.
Yeah,
doing some cool stuff. Yeah, just basically just doing little dolphins, the Totsugekis over and over again. We saw Defi playing it at Arc Tour, and it's just like jump scare, little jump scare full combo, jump scare counter hit full combo. I call shenanigans.
Yeah, hearing Kimono say Totsugeki at our Gold Tour was really funny too. But it's gonna be a pretty classic matchup for Under Night. Hyde versus
Wagner.
Yeah, Wagner.
You know, Wagner's got a lot of good stuff here in this version as well. Definitely a lot of players doing some fun stuff. KJ Pixel versus Echo Wells being our match here, and now we're just gonna see more violence. Hyde, who's been really annoying to a lot of people. People have been saying, like, enough of this protagonist being extra spooky. You got a character that has great chip normals and some good neutral skips, but Wagner herself loves to thrive in that one-player game, getting those lows, and Echo Well losing a lot of life here.
Yeah, Echo Well just like trying to block these overheads as well. Okay, finally the guard thrust to get out of the corner, 200 so much meter, and then of course the chain shift for KJ Pixel to get back in. Echo Well trying to find the right range battle, but losing the trade a little bit by getting set back into the corner. It's going to be KJ Pixel with a pretty dominant first round.
Well, I love that counter hit trade. Almost had a little combo off the wall there, but gets the grid break on the overhead. We ain't blocking right, and we're going straight into IW the Falcon knee all the way through. Big blocks off the bounce, but tough spot for Echo Well here.
Okay. Trying to get the jump, gets the cross up. We're back into the corner with the Rekka.
Right. We got these. I was worried for a second and not getting another chance to play. Find a light little combo, spinning the chain shift, goes to the overhead. Good blocks from KJ Pixel.
Yeah, this chip will add up after a while. So good jump out of the corner from KJ Pixel. Able to pick up the cycle as well, but they're going to get caught. All right, 200 meter for Echo Well here. Let's see if they want to. Yep.
Good EX there, just to get that coast to coast. And a great round. There's the orbital, but an even better chain shift uppercut just to make some space. Echo Well's got to be extra careful. That cycle is again on KJ Pixel's side.
Yeah, that Pixel picking up into the, the chain shift. Oh, no full combo, but they get both upgrades.
Yeah, extra scary the shield, but Far A gets a small little hit. Anyone's game, the round is there. And the charge, and it's actually tough for Echo Well, winning that trade out with the Pixel.
Yeah.
Well, playing the game of chicken, but only Echo Well gets the nuggets.
It goes through the fireball. Not able to control that neutral. Or back in the corner here. KJ Pixel trying to make this look like round one. Back again into the guard break.
Big blast there. Nice damage here. KJ Pixel with the IW. Gonna cash out. So maximum damage, 50% erased. And in this game, one mistake when you have chain shift and a full stick can be so scary. I've seen in this game like command grab chain shift when your opponent has 40% life can be just the end of them. It's just how nasty damage can be.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy Carmine things with 200 meter and chain shift.
Even with Bordeaux, same way. It's super spooky.
Yeah.
But Echo Well winning the cycle here. A lot of crystals on their side. Like to see a nice little chain shift just to make some space, get that bar. But grid break at the last second. You shielded wrong, buddy.
Echo Well was doing really well at winning the cycle in that situation. They were going to be able to get a bunch of resource, but just getting totally reversaled on by getting that shield break, or the grid break, I should say.
Overhead again. No block on that. Echo Well just taking it to the head. A lot of contusions here and a big chance for KJ Pixel to finish the job. IW once more. That's going to do. Oh, not quite. Almost on the round.
One health in a dream right now, but throw into the corner. Echo Well gets a combo off of it, off the back throw, but the DP to end the round.
And we have the standing gamer in KJ Pixel now, one round away, getting further out here and sending Echo Well to the loser's side. The EX on the orbital, enough time to block, but takes the hit. In a tough spot here, KJ Pixel gets the grid break at the last second. Is going to win this next cycle.
Yeah, yet again, they were focusing on the cycle there and just unable to block that final hit overhead. No shit to save you. And I think this might be. I think this might be it. They're able to go for it.
Oh, so much damage here. Next hit wins. We're going to keep that perfect here. No, we're going to go for the guard thrust to get some space here, but there's the tackle, there's the bounce. And if you are Echo Well, you are down to a hit and a dream, but gets a throw. Catches the backdash and a full combo. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, was fully ready for that hit to hit due to that chain shift. But they don't have cycle here, so chain shift is still a factor.
Very, very scary. KJ Pixel waiting for the opportunity to bust out into a DP. Gets a throw break. The delayed throw. Didn't actually get it out.
Yeah, look at all the resources on their side now. This is looking so doable for Echo Well. There, it's an overhead with DP. EXDP on Wake Up is going to finish off the game. KJ Pixel with the 2-0.
KJ Pixel was waiting for anything. You want to go airborne, you're trying to bait a throw. No go. Big EX uppercut just to finish the round there, and a strong, good job from KJ Pixel. Just like when we saw like the spatterings of some high stuff, was able to finish a lot of those combos when they could find those hits, but just struggling to just keep Wagner from just pushing forward and really getting that offense started, and then just the momentum that she can carry, getting those certain power-ups, and just leading you into just like this onslaught of mids and pressure. It's just unfortunate that cracked under it. But worked out for KJ Pixel, who moves on winner's side.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, KJ Pixel looking really good. I love the aggressive play coming out from the God, forget character names. Please forgive me.
That's okay. It's a big day, all right? You've been already doing a lot of stuff early in the morning, and it's almost 5 o'clock, so I ain't going to fault no one.
It's true. I've been here all day, but coming out from Byakuya. Not Byakuya. No way. Now I'm gonna have a full breakdown on this.
All right, let me help you out. The last match, Hyde and Wagner.
It's Hyde. Why do I get Hyde and Byakuya always confused? I don't even understand
They're
that.
so different. So I get you. One's a literal spider.
but Byakuya sounds like a pro tag name.
I give you that.
Yeah.
And the way Big Black plays them, that's definitely protagonist power there, right? But
it's true.
Yeah.
Yo, honestly, the people who play Byakuya have pro tag they have pro tag power.
And that energy going about them. All right.
But
it's all right. It's all right. Again, you're commentating a lot of games. There's so many dang characters. There's so many dang twangs coming up once more here. See what they can do as we're starting to get further into this bracket, getting closer to these qualifying matches.
Yeah. I'm familiar with Twang, but I wonder who they're playing right now.
That is always the mystery. I know I saw them on the setups, grinding it out. Excuse me for not knowing the players at a glance. My brain in faces is always the rough part. This is how that goes.
We'll see what character they're going to be rocking. We know it's going to be Kotsky on one side.
Absolutely.
So excited. There's so many cool characters in this game, if not all of them. Honestly, I'm a big fan of this roster. So
that'll be Kid on the second player side.
Another Tsurugi.
All right.
The
Kid Tsurugi coming through here. You know, had a DQ early in the first match. Actually, no, beat Softy 2-0. Took it 2-0 for SND, and it's going to have a big match, though, versus Twang. Again, Twang is probably like, enough Tsurugi. My path is probably just Tsurugi.
Yeah, and this character, I mean, he's looking nice in buff this patch. So we were talking about it earlier, just like the extra armor on his, the extra ability to use the armor just allows him to get through those neutral situations so easily. But I mean, it's just going to be immediately the Twang show in the corner as well. Oh, catching them, not blocking.
Quick 2A gets the hits, and now we're just increasing more damage in the corner. Smart surrender. Fades back into the fireball. There's the chain shift dash C. Gets a trade again. Almost another big combo, but all right, Kid, you really have any life to your name. You got to make a miracle happen. You got to do it right here, right now. Gets the cycle. At least get that bar, and nice shield bash.
Yeah, and it should be able to get them to the corner and put them into an open situation. All right, charging up. Okay, nice tech on the throw, and the trade on the DPs. Both players were going for it there. Oh my God.
Sharing the same brain cell. I can understand. These people who play these two characters are cut from the same cloth.
I was just about to say that. It's very similar about what they're going for, but you know, Tsurugi looking for the armor situation.
Great fuzzy mash, stopping after that back attack. Just the bounce throw, chain shift, EX, fireball. Okay, Kid with a light little lead. Gets tagged out of the sky, but eats the Bitatsu, the big damage.
Yeah, Twang catching them on the movement. Oh, and gets the side switch back into the corner, making sure that they're able to get this optimal Loki. But of course, you know, wake up with that DP. Still close to the corner here. Oh my God, the trades!
God, and if you're Twang, that's fine. You have the life lead. You can take these trades all day, every day. Tech the throw, there's the chain shift. Try to EX, get grabbed out of it. No invulnerability for you, baby.
Yeah, good catch from Kid, but not catching the jump on Wake Up. It's going to be Twang taking that game one.
That neutral jump, C just finding its mark with the axe kick. Gets the charge. Just trying to apply a little bit of pressure here. Oh, and a punish. Great block from Twang. Gonna make most of this.
Reacts with the mid shield, so able to get that full punish and start getting that corner carry going. Good shimmy as well, but Kid's still in the corner here, trying to pick up some good defense. Trying not to shield too much, but gets caught.
Another dash D. Gonna be big damage here as Twang now got 200 bar, has a cycle as well, gets a 2A, beating out whatever Kid tried to do there. I heard the super, but it didn't work out. Match point Twang.
I think they wanted to go for EXTP, but it didn't come out as EXTP because it did not win that situation out. And this is a big corner carry for Twang right now. Oh, that trade
works out though for Kid and gets a hit and gets out of the corner here.
Yeah.
Has been showing that they can hit this damage on these combos. Oh, unfortunately, Twang gets out. If I am Kid, I had a good idea there, but nice parry and got hit with the air block.
Yeah, Twang hasn't shown the parry basically at all. So finally going for that in that situation, just basically inevitable for that to come out. So much resources here for Twang as well. Chain shift goes in the overhead.
Right, guess for game here. The back dash is there with throw, in, out, dash again. Twang 2-0. Smooth movement. That's movement. Doing a great job. It's just Kid just having a hard time keeping up with Twang's pace.
Yeah, he was moving that match. Like he was getting across the screen. He was catching him off guard a lot of times, trying to make sure that they were getting in before he was actually ready to do his own offense at all. I feel like.
No, that was 100% part of it, right? Just recognizing, like, you always try to give your opponent a little bit of something, try to see if they bite the bait. Always just playing with their perception of things. Because human nature is reacting to stuff. You train yourself to react, and it can be react incorrectly because you see your opponent in that close distance. You're like, I gotta stop them, and then you get blown up, and it feels bad. But that's just kind of like you have to, when you're going on offense, you gotta play to your opponent's reactions and get that kind of hits that make them reel back, and you're like, yes, I'm all so far in your head.
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna be heading into our other big set. It's gonna be El Cormito versus Killer Kitty. So Batista versus Merkaba.
Okay. Winner of this will fight Twang to see who makes top 8 winner side.
Sounds interesting. It sounds like we're gonna be getting a very exciting set.
Extra juicy. So be curious to see how that plays out. Both of these players showed promising stuff. You know, El Cremito making it further out here to this level of it. Killer Kitty really, I think they're gonna have to deal with the Merkaba. So the range for Merkaba and that really interesting movement might see something different from Killer Kitty. I mean, I imagine the Batista, but there are plenty of great characters that can play that style. Now they're gonna go stick with their guns. Okay.
Yeah, same characters. Waiting to get into that match. Choosing the music. There's so much good music in this game.
Well, I mean, you can't go on like a random YouTube video or podcast and all of a sudden you hear UNI music and like, yeah, that makes sense. It's always the same thing. It's like there's something from here and Melty Blood where it's just people play it out. It's perfect like podcast music. But the only thing we're gonna cast is this match. This Kid finds the my mistake there. I apologize. That
it is
Cremito gonna find the first hit.
Yeah, El Cormito versus Killer Kitty right now. Kitty stuck in the corner, and full resources basically for Kid here. Okay, flash kick to get out of the pressure. Trying to set up the zoning game right now, but I love what El Cormito here is doing, being super aggressive and gets the overhead. No flash kick for you, 200 meter as well to set up whatever they want.
I like to set them. I would spend the power find them. You have to wiggle into the IW.
Yeah.
And not, again, just you saw how quick that round was. You saw how much meter Kid was able to get. Ending round 1 on a solid IW was in so much ways when you win those cycles to do so much damage. Right now, assault slide over a press, the Kid taking a big hit here.
Yeah, big damage here for Kitty. But, just letting them get out. They don't fully finish the combo. Now they're in the corner. Chain shift into flash kick, though. EX flash kick. He's going to save them.
Oh, it's here, touch up away with the 5A. Gets the elbow drop, putting blows on him. A lot of bar here. The Kid's going to spend it for the EX worms, but gets hit out of it right now. Killer Kitty looking to close this round and tie things up.
Yeah, into the EX dive kick, spending some of that meter, but getting a round in return. Not a lot of stuff happening for El Camino in that round, and they're even going to get caught by the EX laser in that round start.
And tough spot here, being full screen at the same point. You have something that can kind of catch that range, but right now you've got beams, orbs, and flash kicks. Oh my.
Oh, good try on the fly, but still getting caught. Diagonal up, laser. Just being super such a big nuisance. Able to activate the gems from across the screen. Cross up, chain shift into the low, I believe. I actually didn't see that one.
Oh, nice. Killer Kitty with that full control. Just quick chain shift, quick hit. At a point, Kermito could have ran forward, got under Batista because she went for the air beam, but just stood up into it, got hit, and like that was like those clutch moments that you can finally get up close, get a punish as she's falling down, and get your party started. But once Killer Kitty was able to hold that far distance space, made short work of El Kermito.
Yeah. Well, good start again for Kitty in this round. It's an overhead as well. Using those gems to very good use. Well,
Cross
okay.
up, nice. Good damage here. Already Half-Life gone on the side of El Kermito. Killer Kitty just very comfy. Dash forward, fires the air-to-air. Nice little hit. So smart.
He's so ready. But for these air-to-air situations, like it's very good. Oh, but he isn't ready for the throw into the combo. Kermito in the corner.
Gotta respect the chain shift though. The throw's not gonna work with a great jump over. Killer Kitty match point. I like this, the delayed run up kind of stopped and then went for the grab there, but just that chain shift. Killer Kitty just committed to the escape, gets a beam and already off to a good start with the grab as well.
I feel like you don't always expect a character like Batista to go for that aggressive kind of defense, especially with the flash kick. Okay, got to talk about this first because the grid break, just things are happening so quickly here in the corner.
All right, Andy is there. Here's the EX worm and a full combo from that too. I like that extension here. Super crazy good damage. It keeps going.
God.
That's Half-Life gone. Try to change the fast dash, but Killer Kitty gets out of dodge and still maintains the life lead.
Just baiting them in neutral. So much resources as well to actually finish off this match. EX into what's probably going to be an EX. Oh, misses the X flash kick, but gets the low.
Was waiting for a second part. Big, but that flash kick on the first hit will only go into the first attack. On combo, it'll continue going. So sat there waiting for the second part, and then Killer Kitty is like, gotcha. And you saw, that's why you saw him doing the finger there. Like, it actually will stop after the first one, and you have to just immediately go for the punish, but unfortunately got caught by the knowledge check and is going to get checked into loser's bracket as Killer Kitty is now in winners finals of their pool.
Yeah, and looking pretty good. You know, other than the minor combo drops, I feel like their control over neutral and their ability to get out in defense situations has been probably the best I've seen today.
Oh, super good.
Yeah.
Between him and Twang, but like Killer Kitty's just holding up forward. It's like this is what they learned from AWT finals. It's like under pressure, no, we're jumping out. You cannot keep me locked down. I just want to get out of here, and you want to respect the flash kick. That means I get a free jump out. No problem.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you have to block in most situations, even if it's to win cycle, we've seen it today.
Yeah.
If people focusing on the blocking are actually getting punished a little bit more often.
Yeah.
Just because people are being more aggressive and taking advantage of that.
I mean, it's always a hard part, right? Defense is rewarded, I think, pretty handily in Under Night.
Oh, yeah.
You have a lot of like good blocks and good shields, get people off of you. You get those grid cycles from defending well enough, and you earn your turn, right? But, you know, being wrong and making mistakes is very different. I'm talking about other fighting games outside of just taking damage because you lose stuff like the cycle, you know, things like that, or even grid break can be like extra scary. So it's just like the worth of being defense being so important, but also the risk of getting hit is so big because of things like that. Make it where it's like being active is important, but there's a certain point where you have to be careful not to be too predictable on when you're trying to mash out or jump out.
Yeah, for sure. So we're going to be waiting for that next set. Up next should be, could be the winners finals of this pool, which is Twang versus Killer Kitty.
Yep.
But might be headed.
All right, we're going to go to KJ Pixel's match is going to be coming up next, so we're going to see how that goes in the other pool here for our block.
Yeah, so we're headed to the other block, yeah.
That's the other block.
Or the...
It's the other, so the other side of that bracket as we're running the H blocks, H1 and H2 right now. But you can follow along start.gg, check all that fun stuff. So it'll be Shally, who we have not seen on stream yet.
Yeah, actually rocking the Kuon probably still, right?
I would imagine.
Yeah.
And they're going to go up against KJ Pixel. Winner of that faces Poob in winners finals.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
So a lot of, again, solid matches all around. I would like to see Shally on stream as being one of the top seeds and one of the ones projected to do super well. And, I don't think they were at AWT Finals. So
I don't think so. Yeah.
Didn't really get a shine there, so they're bringing it here to Texas Showdown, trying to make a statement here.
Yeah.
I believe they're from out of town. Let me see exactly where they're from.
I can't remember if they're Texas natives or if
Maryland.
Oh, yeah, not even close. Yeah.
Northeast.
Yeah, not even close.
I know they ain't around here. I can tell you that much. Shally don't sound like southern name. I tell you.
I feel like they were here. They were here last year too, right?
I don't recall.
I don't remember. I just remember there were a lot of people who came even from out of state last year.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Especially since it was so close to after release. A lot of people were trying to get their grind on. But I mean, right now is a good time to grind too. Right after this patch, right after AWT Finals, it's time to go to big events and figure out how you're gonna do at some of these bigger ones. AWT Tour is a thing, and there's tons of good competition right now. The game's in a pretty solid state with and we know that there's characters coming. But getting into the match, like we said, it's supposed to be Shaylee versus KJ.
KJ Pixel.
Yeah,
and Shally.
KJ. Yeah.
Do some magic here. Shally looking extra comfy. Just a nice little. Looks like he's got his work sweater on. I don't know when he flew in, but hey, rock what you got. And I love that we see that from KJ Pixel repping the Galloping Ghost Arcade up there in Chicago, Illinois. Galloping Ghost Arcade, one of the legacy and popular arcades in the United States. One of the places that I've not made the trip to, and I need to at some point. As much time as I go to Chicago for tournaments.
Yeah. Honestly, I've always wanted to go to more venues when I go to majors. I feel kind of bad that when I went to Frosty's, I never made it out to anything local over there. But it's always there's so much good stuff around the U.S. And in Texas too. If you're in Dallas, Texas, we have some wonderful locals over there for many of our events. If you're ever over there, but in Houston, they have honestly all the Texas locals are here.
It was a lot of fun.
They're
we
great.
have Space City Beatdown coming back in May. It's going to be a lot of fun. Y'all have Quick Draw Brawl. Big ups to that event in Dallas, Fort Worth.
Yeah.
A lot of just great, Exert pools, Blue, and then some.
We had basically an Exurb regional last time we had a quick draw because it was 32 people and people from Houston and Austin came out who are trying to grind.
Yep.
But getting back into our match, Shaylee versus Pixel.
I love that. The Team Ugly, Papa Pesto, and Shaylee. Going to be KJ Pixel with the Wagner up against Kwan already. Kwan in the corner. A big jump over, but there's the reversal. There's the blow up.
Yeah.
Trying to put pressure here, but gets tagged. Blocked the overhead, but then the extra sequence meant a lot. Nice jump out. Okay.
Going for the rebeat, finds it with the 2V. Just combo into the corner. It doesn't get the extra Oki, but I mean, still was just getting very, very solid pressure here in the corner. And Shaylee was just waiting for that flash kick, and they're finally able to get it, but they're going back to the corner. No combo off of that one hit, so it's back to being Pixel's turn, and they're holding a solid health lead here too. Good patience from Pixel as well on that defense.
KJ Pixel's up back. They put themselves in the corner though, and Shally will take that happily. Gonna get solid corner damage here, and now gonna get the life lead. Shally wins the cycle, gets the grab, and now you gotta guess. There's the wheel spin. There's a DP, a good challenge for KJ Pixel, and a chain shift grab.
Yeah, I think they also wanted to go for grab there. I'm kind of surprised, but either way, it's gonna give Shaylee that first round.
I felt it might have been like a run-up block, trying to avoid getting flash kicked again there, and just like Shally said, sick. You're waiting for me to do something. We get this free throw, and here we go. The mix up with the flight, gets the overhead, and now we're just spinning the wheel, getting that damage from EX.
All right, good blocks. Oh, lets him go for another one. Good tech on the walk-up throw, but flash kick after this change of situation is going to give Shaylee that first game win.
And I know these headphones, these ain't working out. That might be like an audio issue. It's like, I gotta let me focus on this, jam it out. And we see KJ Pixel listening to their earbuds. Like, I don't even worry about that, buddy.
Yeah, some people love listening to the crowd as well. but I'm not sure Shaylee is one of them. Okay.
Back catches out. Blast.
Yeah, this is definitely where the matchup is definitely not as fun for Wagner. Just so many options for Shaylee to hit you from across the screen, but good job getting in from KJ Pixel. Can they teleport, get the corner switch? Good weight from Shaylee as well, and they find the hit.
Yeah, gonna get some good damage here again. Just really confident now with where they're placing their buttons and their specials, making the most of it. Gonna get the grid break though, tried to shield on the opposite side, but the low's gonna bust up with those ankles. He did have a chance here. I'd like to see any kind of like EX just to get more power-ups and to keep their turn going. Instead, it's gonna be the changes in the grab, big damage now. He gets, oh, nice DP, hold on.
Yeah, not letting anything go, but they went for the shield install, and unfortunately getting punished for that. It's gonna be Shaylee on that set point.
Gets low, delayed low. I like that sequence, just the timing, waiting it out. Not expecting Shally to go for another DP there with the flash kick. Big Blue, what a shock.
Yeah, that big pause is always allowing you to get such big damage. So much meter on the board right now. KJ Pixel doing huge damage, 5K, and blocks the flash kick. KJ Pixel was ready. He knew it was going to happen, and I think a perfect on that route.
I love that. The empowered shield. The armor just to bust out through that, and you just have to take that hit. But Shally, no problem. Gets the full sequence combo. EX into the bolt, the spinning wheel action, and guessing up these flight mix-ups. And there's the grid back at the last second.
Yeah, they get Celestial. They had Celestial there. Unfortunately, just not able to use it because of the grid break. And this should be it. In the corner. Shaylee gets the 2-0.
All right. And we're all last having a good time there, but Shally just felt good. Even getting perfected on, no deal. Brushed it off, made the magic happen, and a little rough spot there for KJ Pixel. With us, good moments here and there, some great rounds once they can get cooking, but, just good presence of mind from Shaylee, especially with just like the way they pressured everything, the way they added the extra mix-ups, kept their turn going. Just did a phenomenal job, and now they're in winners finals of their pool.
Yeah, looking super good. Our one of our biggest out-of-state players here today. So looking like they want to take that top 8 spot. But they got one more, I believe.
It happens all the time. We see a lot of out-of-state players do damage, like last year with Big Black.
Oh yeah,
just doing an amazing job. And here we have Shally going to be like the one that people are gunning for to stop from like invading and taking over. But it's on the Texas players like Pesto. I don't know if Silent actually made it.
I think Silent made it into winners.
Okay,
if I remember correctly.
I haven't seen them all day yet, but obviously it's a big venue. I was making sure because sometimes you're like, I don't want to make the trek, even if you sign up, but yeah. I feel like they should be here.
I know Silent had signed up last week for our World Tour LCQ, and they didn't go.
Yeah.
But they were here this weekend because I remember seeing them in the top 8 bracket, if I remember correctly.
Well, I'm gonna double check, just to be 100%. So they made it out. So no surprises there. They caught a ride and had a pretty clear path there. So another one of the favorites to really go far. Just the bust to their character and the way how good a player they always are consistency-wise. I wouldn't be surprised to see them in winners finals or anything of that nature, top 8. And I think him versus Shally will probably be a big one, potentially. But it depends. There's a lot more to see throughout the undernight bracket. And, Shally's not guaranteed top 8 winners yet either.
No, not at all. So, and one more match to go for them, and that could always be them dropping. So,
okay. Poob versus Shally, though. This is going to see who gets to the top 8 side. It's going to be Enkidu versus the Quan.
Yeah, Poob making it all the way up here. I believe they were seeded to do that, and we saw them earlier.
Yep.
Yeah, on the Enkidu.
Well, they had a fun match against the wall scene. It was really enjoyable there, but you gotta tighten up big time because this is a warmed up Shally who has everything, all the gas in the tank, and even like the clean cut. Like that man is listening.
Yeah, he looks like he's in really good form too for today. Like not dropping anything, just doing what they need to do, setting up for the Yoki situations, and mixing people crazy.
All right, back pats, all the love, and big ups to Sally's beard. I see the trim; it looks so prim and proper. Bringing that, I can respect as a fellow typically bearded person. I respect a good trim, a good maintenance. So the unbearded Quan versus the KJ Pixel coming out here. Enkidu trying to get a little bit of parry. Nice low to bust that out. And an early leak for Sally. JD Sally. We're going to call him many different things. I apologize for getting a name on at some point.
All right, flash kick on the chain shift. So it's still Shaylee's turn to the corner.
Now I made you cognizant of it. So you're thinking about it in your head. You're like, oh, no, Rap, what have you done?
Yeah, but almost perfect here for Shaylee. I'm going to say Shaylee.
Okay, I'll say Shally. So we'll keep both bases covered.
Yeah, it'll be another mix-up here on commentary. But Boob trying to gradually make their way in. Honestly, just like anytime they set up the disc, it's just so hard for them to get in. But immediately finding it as soon as I say something about not being able to get in, and pretty good damage off it too. No meter spent yet, and you have the corner. Good flash kick to get out of that pressure.
All right, here we go. The run up, but a quick back dash there, Boob. There's the X palm strike, and I think Shally is more than happy to get pushed back, reacts to the charge with nice flash kicks for flash.
I don't think Shaylee is ever uncomfortable on any part of the screen. Oh, going for the EX so they can get the combo off of it. And they have cycle here as well, so they can go for the chain shift, but not even going to need anything for that situation. Baited that reversal out fully. And that's going to be a quick game one for Shaylee. Only needs one more to make that top 8 finish for this weekend. Okay, they get the corner control. Shield, good reaction. Get out of that shield and block that overhead. It's really hard, I feel like, to consistently do that versus Kuan. But Poob is fighting back and even gets the side switch. Good block on the overhead from Shaylee. And they're able to get the backdash to get some space. Flash kick on the advancing movement. Dancing in neutral right now. Good catch, Poob with the cycle, so they're going to play a little bit more aggressively. They have that safety.
Right. I mean, some damage is better than nothing, but I mean, this distance, what can you really do? You can get a big jump in. All right, give me that counter hit. Up kicks, we go. We're looping. Get this knockdown here. Now, what do? You got a life lead. You got to remember, Shaylee is ready to bust out, and another chain shift grab to the corner you go.
So ready with the chain shift grab. Oh, and the grid break as well. Might have been able to get a better punish on that, but it doesn't matter right now. It doesn't matter. Almost getting that win. Nice tech.
Oh, back to the throw after the dash up. The patience there, and then the slidey. I love Poob really trying to force a reaction and maybe see a reversal come out, but instead Shaylee just recognizing like, cool, you want to shimmy me? I'm going to go for the wake up low. And now we got one more round for Shaylee to get into winner's side top 8.
Yeah. In the corner, EX reversal actually works though. On the chain shift into reversal.
Put that charge away, buddy. Oh, the parry though. Little something into corner you go. This is a big chance for Poob with his corner pressure. Gets the dash B.
Yeah, it should be the start of something. Yeah, even the flash kick out of the corner here. Shaylee looking super good right now to close this out. EX to get the follow-up combo. Had the meter, but isn't able to finish it off. Gets the slide though, and that's going to be it. Shaylee taking it 2-0, and they're both hugging it out.
And lots of love between both players.
Yeah. The Uni community, I feel like they're pretty tight knit as well. So everybody, happy for anyone else to make that top 8 finish. Shaylee going to winner's side for themselves,
No, big time. You don't come all the way here from the East Coast to go out and loser side. So they've made their mark and they're set up for day number 3. And now we're down to our last match of the block as the pools are about winding down, and big ups to Poob, still a chance to make it out to top 8. Have to win one more match on the loser side to get that going, but that's going to take us to that first group for the H block that we kind of started with, and we're going to see if Twang and can make it out into winner's side top 8.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting matchup. We got Houston versus, we got a little bit of a regional battle going on. We got Dallas versus Houston. Will Killer Kitty make it, or will Twang make it? You know, I think it's going to be great.
That'll be a lot of fun. I don't know if anyone's really challenged Killer Kitty like that yet. And Twang is going to be definitely the one to really push Killer Kitty to that point where, you know, you mentioned he hasn't played too much. Who knows behind the scenes how much they've really gone into the version of the game at the end of the day. But, you know, Twang, who has been entering so many online events, has really grown as a star player with Durakovsky. It's going to be fun.
There's one of these things, too, where even if you haven't touched a version like that much, if you've played a game like Under Night for this much time and you've made this many top 8s, sometimes it just doesn't matter. Like, you're gonna be able to close it out. You've been seeing it before. You know, they have been looking pretty clean with the zoning and with the decision making of just like getting out of those defensive situations, and that might be what it takes to finally take down a player like Twang. But on the other end, I mean, I like the controlled aggression coming out from Twang, and we'll see how that'll work out versus Killer Kitty.
I think a great match either way.
Yeah.
We got just a little zoning bot versus our guest star beat 'em up man, electrified action stuff in the tank that he can do to kind of get around it, but has to get in first and foremost. I mean, I think a lot of the good parries from Twang just to kind of negate any kind of chip damage, negate the beams, and force their way forward can be huge. We'll see how that plays out as we're going to the round here.
Oh, but immediate good match from Killer Kitty, finding that 2A counter hit. Oh, they're trying their way to get in here. They finally find it by not blocking the beam, but still getting pushed out a little bit.
And with the big cycle, I mean, that's already a good start. You get a lot of bar, you get those tools that can allow you to kind of push the envelope and close the gap. Gets the DP off the chain shift, very nice, a little bit of damage, put the tech into the overhead. It's gonna find its hit, Killer Kitty gets the first big combo.
Yeah, that's a good response to the tech there. Just immediately able to get the instant overhead. Oh, and EX flash kick after the chain shift.
Crystal's out, the big hit there, doesn't get the second crystal, but I mean, this corner is your home now. You're at the jewelry store, I hope you like all kinds of gems. We're gonna put a ring on you as Killer Kitty, taking that first round pretty handily.
Yeah, he did not let him play the game at all in the corner there. I feel like Twang's been trying to slowly get in a lot of these situations, and it's just not working out for them. Okay, good parry to be able to negate the chip damage like we talked about earlier. Good, oh, no tech coming out from Twang. They're trying to figure out their way in, but Killer Kitty's so much control over this neutral.
Another EX that hurt it, just getting hit out from the sky there. Killer Kitty, another big hit. I mean, it's been to Twang's benefit that they haven't been grid broken here in these sequences, but now Killer Kitty, all because of that throw, lost the cycle, but still Twang gets blessed on the dome. 200 bar here. Killer Kitty should be able to cash out. Oh no, instead we're gonna drop the disco ball. We're at the rave, we're shining, we're sweeping. Good blocks and a big chance for Twang.
Yeah, catching that backdash. I mean, still, yeah, Kitty had won the cycle there, but using that chain shift immediately, setting up disco ball again, trying to just make this neutral as hard as it can be to win here. The diamond and nice tech coming out from Twang in the back throw on the movement.
Counter hit grab after that. Twang felt their turn, felt some momentum, but just getting ripped up. And now Killer Kitty, one round away, top 8 winner's side, but there's the dash C, there's a big hit, and now we're going to the corner. This is Twang's time to shine until you just get flashed.
Yeah, it's hard, I feel like, on Wake Up, because the flash kick is just such a nice reversal option at all times, and catching them below. Twang in trouble here in the corner. Killer Kitty, so much control still.
Inferno, run up throw, nice tech from Twang. They're gonna get this cycle here to have opportunity, but they've got to figure out how do you get past the magic gems. It's just been such a struggle.
Like there is time to mash in these, but I mean, Kitty is just not letting people take advantage of it. The dash block and immediately the EX fireball. They figure out the option to punish it, but is it too little too late? They're able to take the advantage here in the air throw to finish it. Oki in the corner catching them low.
There's the drop, the mash out, Killer Kitty, the reversal, the drill comes out, the overhead grid break. Not even a real punish, but we take those in the smart stir ender. They wanted either like a dash B or something like that. Instead, they got the overhead grid break, and it's just whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you have to take those if you're Twang. That's like, it was not looking good for them to win any rounds there. So, able to take this first one, doing dive kick on wake up, looking crazy right now. Kitty, a little bit down on the health, but establishing this neutral EX parry.
I love that response. And a big lead here. Then the flash still reaching from downtown, charging up the grid. That's going to Killer Kitty cycle and runs right in like a bull in a china shop.
Yeah, sets up the fireball as well. They're getting caught a little bit. I think Kitty's taking the health lead in this round. They're trying to supplant themselves. The 200 meter here. Are they going to spend anything to finish it off?
I'd like to see some.
Yeah.
If you can close it out here, at the very least, you're going to get an EX into another. No, just a fadeaway crystal. Oh, and a great flow to go over EX DP. And now, Twang. Potential to fall down on losers. Killer Kitty. Match point here.
Yeah. And they're playing this super patiently at the beginning, just charging up until they approach. And look at that, they won the cycle off of that charge.
Nice block in the overhead and the parry too. That gap there, get that little hit. Beautiful stuff. Twang doesn't get the beat Tatsu. Now we're having a mash out. Killer Kitty again, not afraid to suppress in those situations.
Yeah, Twang with the cycle win has all the resources they need here to win. But they still need to get some of these hits in the corner. The 5A, just the stagger 5A in the corner. 200 meter here, not able to finish it off, but they get the drop the ball into the EXDP at the end. Yeah, shaking their head. That's definitely not what you like to see on your match to get out of pools. But I mean, it worked out. 1-1. Kitty not blocking in the air there at the end.
That the reset at the end there, just like, oh, it's over. Oh, she can tech out. No, we're good. We're good. We salvaged that. Twang, he needed to tighten up a little bit. Got to get the Allen wrench and get those screws put together, but the DP ain't gonna cut it here. And that's giving Killer Kitty a big chance to take a huge lead there.
Yeah, that was, even if that hit, that is just Omega risky to go for against Kitty's pressure. Just because, like, I feel like they always are playing at these distances where it's so hard to even get the reversal option out, other than parry.
All right, floats over there, gets the 2A. Big lead here. I mean, Twang already used their cycle. Killer Kitty with all the bar. Nice, just trying to bait a throw here. Not going to say an insurmountable lead, but it's going to be tough. Oh, wait, air chesto. That's something. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's really nice. It does become an invalid combo, but you get this corner carry anyway. You'll take it any day of the week.
We're just floating. We're flying sky high. No problem. Gets out the corner.
Yeah, I like how Kitty's playing this right now. They're trying to figure out, just play their space, play patiently, not take too many risks. They are going in a little bit, charging up, just trying to bait them in right now. EX Fireball just to maybe get the hit, but chain shift and backdash to take the pressure back. There's
the call with the air throw into the corner, almost at the full combo, but jumped back. There's the flash, Disco Inferno. We are partying hard here as Twang has to guess for this round. 14 seconds left. There's the dash out, there's the chesto, and there's the punish. All your bar spent. We don't want nothing in our wallet. We are busting out the ones and just spreading them all over the club.
Yeah, this is a resourceless round at the start here. No player will be able to use it, but that's going to be a whiffed flash kick coming out from Kitty.
All right. Big chance. Twang. Getting what they need going, but Killer Kitty again does not care. Every time just willing to spend it, throw it out there. Yeah, I could be counter hit now. I don't care.
Yeah. But 200 meters and a big advantage in the corner, has Psycho as well.
Okay, off him. Immediate jump out. Going back to what they say AWT, just or what does Fox say? Scratching your nuts. Wake up, scratch, no problem.
Okay, shields it, but finds the punish. Yeah, this is really dangerous. They drop the combo though, but they get the throw and they get the health lead. This is very, very nervous situation here for Twang. They aren't able to catch the jump back. Killer Kitty on the offense, but doesn't get the full confirm. 1 health a year in a dream for Twang. So close to the EX reversal, but no cigar. Killer Kitty on the winner's side for top 8 here to defend Houston.
Tough breaks there. Anti-air just doesn't quite work out. These air assaults just getting around every time, and Twang just feeling the pressure, let it rip. Killer Kitty just taking advantage of it. It's frustrating sometimes. You gotta let yourself chill out and not take those risks, especially when your opponent has those options from up high. So Killer Kitty will happily take that set 2-1 in a crazy back and forth. Both players just kind of throwing everything out, no matter what, just trying to get something going, and it rough around the edges in some spots, but it was at least entertaining at the end of the day. But that allows Killer Kitty, top 8 winner's side, and Twang has to win 1 more in losers to make it out.
Yeah, I mean, there's still a chance for Twang, the DFW representative, but it's hard. To win the tournament from losers as well, it is a hard thing to do from that position, especially when you don't make top 8 winners. It's not going to be easy, but I believe that's going to be the end of our block. I hope you've enjoyed some UNI2 action. I believe that's also it for UNI2 today.
Yep.
That was the entire pool's action. We'll be back to, well, I won't, but UNI2 will be back.
Will be back tomorrow.
Yeah, UNI2 will be back
Check
tomorrow.
the schedule. Let me help you out here. I'm going to give you that time on that here, just so you know.
I believe it's it's 12 o'clock on the FX stream. 12